Alrighty, and just like that, it is Toys Day, so we are going live because that's how we do it. And B Man, why don't you let us know who is hanging out with us here tonight if you get a chance?
Oh man, it is stacked already. Let me go all the way back. Holy crap, dude. I gotta scroll like three
So
times.
yeah, there's no point scrolling all the way back. So if any of us anybody's watching, sorry, I'm gonna do a quick little recap there. Why it's
Sure.
so long? Crumbs actually was 1 whole hour lost time today. I 100% at 7 p.m. began just driving right in to get everything ready. I kept taking a little peek over the live chat at about quarter two. Nobody's hopping into the live chat. I'm like, this is pretty odd. And then at about 5 minutes to, I'm just sitting here like a dummy with my headphones on, literally just ready to go. I'm like, where's B? Where's Jazz? I'm checking my IG messages to see if any of them are coming in. And then right at about 8 o'clock, when I look over to see 9, I go, oh fuck. And then you got a message at about 8, and then admittedly I messaged Justin Strawberries. I'm like, dude, you'll never guess. I am so tired at this point that I totally just lost an hour to not even thinking it existed, but then gained an hour. So hey,
That's true. And you were close. You were close. It was only 1 hour. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. But dude, yeah, I know. Time flies, right? And here we
oh,
are.
but that's definitely why the chat there. It's gonna be a lot of Death and Strawberries, Von Fake Name, and Pocket Salsa. And yeah,
Yeah,
basically right at about the Toys Alive Lull bootleg toy co coming in, Jazz Whiz, Jazz Whiz, Jazz Whiz, Jazz Whiz, Jazz Whiz. Like that's basically where we're at right now, man.
got it. Von Fake Name. Oh yeah, you're right. Von Fake Name, DNS, Von Fake Name, DNS, Nim Studios. What's up, man? Bootleg Toyco, yes. Oh man, Fletcher, what's up, dog? Oh, Colin, dude, it's going down. Skilled one in the house. PK Mates, what's up? Worst villain ever, what's up? Going to be opening worst villain ever piece next week.
And congratulations, man. Maybe he's got some more, so I don't want to like say it as if he's like out of them. But I think he sold what was that E2K. That's for dang sure. Right.
True, true. Actually, I believe sold out at PowerCon. No. I'm sorry. Didn't sell out at PowerCon, but the leftovers were over at E2K, and those definitely sold out with a quickness. Toys on Tap. What's up, Abe? Lynn's the rat boy in the house. Mr. Ordinary. What's up, Dode? Delivering the goods.
Yo,
Blitz.
okay, so
Yeah.
actually, you let something sneak maybe there, delivering the good. I got a little tabby too. Those are sneaking out places.
Yes. Yes. I was more referring to him being a United States postal worker, but you're right. It could definitely double. I did see that. And speaking of Uncle Spank, I believe I just mentioned, I believe he's the one who had one of those. Take it off. Bye. Drive safe. Um, Mr. Ordinary, then Bliss Receptor is in the house. Skilled one, we said him. Dre, what's up? Porpoise, Evil Wing, Zimitco, Dylan Clement, Recycle Galaxy, Massive Mini Horse. Just got your package. It's insane. We'll get to that next week. Yuckamuck, Mothman Republic, 8-Bit Mike, Babadrock, Stormico, Slightly Adrift, Carolina Cool Cat. What is up, everybody? I'm sorry, that was so slow, man. That's a lot of scrolling.
Oh heck, dude! Don't be sorry about it being slow. That is like the basically the contrast in us, man. You're gonna get a piece soon. It's tucked away. Lab Monkey number 9 sent me two. I already let you know, man. But honestly, and I'll probably even say it again when you get yours. It was funny to me because he even asked me like, "Do you like Oscar the Grouch?" I told you you're getting the one that's like high. It honestly made me think it's like he's out of the can, being like, "Hey, I'm B to the J. I sell toys, you know, like or I buy toys, I collect toys, I make some kit bashes." And you've even said you like that hand piece for that. And then also I just sneak up. I'm like, yo, check out this fucking stinky sock I found. Isn't it pretty dope?
Yeah,
There's not even a hole in it, man. It's still pretty good.
that was funny, dude. When you hit me up and you were like, "Oh, by the way, I'm taking one with the sock," and I'm just like, "No, dude, that's the way that needs to go." But the sock, it's not the sock. It's like right, the sock just represents whatever. But still funny. Daniel Antil, what's up, man? Acid 9 Toys, Johnny Marbs, what's up, man? Where you been, dog? I am glad to see you, my friend. Welcome back, Johnny Marbs. Round of applause for the dude, please. Nice, man. JazzWiz, look at this guy in the chat. This guy trying to stir it up already.
Dude, honestly, this is, in my opinion, this is like a ToyzAlive homie episode, because like some of the makers out there might not really be like, they might be like, well, JazzWizzard is not going to teach me how to make some toy stuff. And it's like, dude, some of that toy knowledge drop that's going to be happening, and I'm just stoked, man. I'm really, really stoked. Do you mind if I take a moment to do a little PSA thing?
Oh, go for it.
Man.
Absolutely.
Something happened recently. I think it's pretty dope, and so I'm gonna basically like throw it out into the aether, and I would actually encourage everybody to try this. If anybody gives you something that's like feels really good, a compliment, or they just like give you some feedback on something you've done, and you're sitting there going, "Whoa, like that felt better than normal." Something about the way they just told me that felt really good. I dare you to now try and find somebody this week to do that too as well. Take that exact thing that person did, think to yourself, how good did that make me feel when they said that? And then just see if you can find somebody out in the scene there that you would find a reason to be able to give them that same compliment. Maybe about like their work or something you've seen them do. Maybe if it's just an act of kindness. Being said, I've been seeing a lot more people getting really positive and optimistic and encouraging community and all that stuff. Grody Shogun, Pocket Salsa gave me a little shout out or point towards Grody Shogun the other day, who was doing a really sick live about that like whole mental health, look out for each other, do that community. And massive shout out, you know, if anybody hasn't been to Death and Strawberries page, he actually ended up making a post this week. I think the important portion is actually near that bottom there, in my opinion, discussing that whole idea of what it's like to be trying to balance work, family, toys, mental health. And at the end of the day, I think it takes a huge person to be able to walk that fine vulnerability line and put it all on the table and say, listen, guys, I'm making toys. You want to see me make toys? You got to respect the fact that I've got to survive. Dope scene, man. And the vibes today, you and I were exhausted. We did not get a chance to get a story post up there. And in that weird hour, I was confused. Homies, the amount of you that were just like, JazzWiz, 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 up in the stories. Thank you for kind of covering that base for us, man. Like, again, it's not, how many times do we tell those fools in the chat? Group effort, man.
Yeah, straight up, man. And you know what was really cool to see, I think, is when we posted, man, I want to say maybe it was the first one that we did this week on Tuesday, about JazzWiz. Dude, I think right away, you know how like when you go, I don't know where it is on the profile, but it says like, it was instantly like 6 people had reposted that in their stories right away, dude. And I like, no bullshit, dude. I don't think that's ever happened, you know, that many times. And there was more as we got through the week, but dude, people are pumped to see the JazzWiz, as am I. Everybody's saying he's an important part of the scene, dude. And I agree. Also people digging your PSA. I agree with that as well. Very nicely done, my man. Well spoken.
Dude, it again, man, I can't express enough. There are days, dudes, where you guys just blow me away with you know, either you get it indirectly or like to yourself, or you end up seeing it happen out there, man. It's it just that's the best way I can find it, man. I got no words. You just get a big old dumb look on your face and go, yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's really what it is, right? I mean, like people always say that, you know, if you're into bad shit or whatever, like change your surroundings and blah, blah, blah. I think it works both ways, man. Like if you're in a scene full of people that are positive and happy, like I'm not saying that's going to change you right away, but it fucking sure helps. You know what I mean? When people are encouraging and just fucking generally all around happy and like, what's up, man? How you doing? How you been? You know what I mean?
And even kind of like dropping down a quick moment in energy level for a second, I think where that comes from is a lot of the times when you're meeting people and they're just telling you, oh, just be happy. Oh, just be happy. It's pretty easy to just kind of be like, well, wouldn't that be nice? But when you meet somebody that you're like, dude, you are just like the happiest, kindest, most genuine, authentic, intuitive person I've met. And then they're like, well, you know, I used to beat the crap out of people for a living when I was basically an ex-addict and was living on the streets. And you're like, oh. You know what I mean? And I think that's the part that really starts to pull at you, because it's not just somebody that maybe has had nothing hard on them their entire lives that are encouraging you and motivating you and inspiring you through their actions to be better. They are people that have lived lives or have had experiences that you or I maybe can never fathom. I can't speak for, I personally can never fathom some of these experiences that they've explained to me, man. So the strength for them to be the people that they are afterwards, it's even more inspiring to be kind of like, well, then who the fuck am I? It's humbling, right? If you can pick yourself up, I better pick myself up, man, because the boys can only carry me along for so far. Like it's nice.
Yeah, it's a good energy, man. You know what I mean? It's always good to be surrounded by good energy. So yeah, just
Sorry,
like
man.
just like that. Just like that.
Dude, I bet you've just been dying over there lately with boxes pouring in. That like because of scraps, man. Scraps took like almost 2 whole weeks out of our month of August.
Yeah, dude. Scraps and the psychedelic show. Um, I chose a few tonight. But I mean the list is, I mean, we're gonna be stocked up pretty good for the next few months here, or next few shows, I should say, at least. Um, but yeah, dude, these kind of range. There's psychedelics showing the stuff in there, there's scraps pieces in there. Anyways, you want to take a look at one right now?
Hey, yeah, let's kick it off that way. And if anything, that way when Jazz comes in here, we will have even something to discuss with him about that piece. Pull it out if you like.
Yeah, hey, easy. Let's pull it out if you like. Let's take a look at, you know what? I'm gonna show this one, dude, just because I fucking love this one and I've had it for a few weeks now, and I really want to show it. So this is a custom painted thrasher by 8-Bit Zombie. Now 8-Bit Zombie, he ran an ad a little while ago saying that he was doing customs of these, I believe, for 125. And I think a regular, regular paint 8-bit thrasher figure is going to run you about 75 carded. And then he does cheaper ones that are destroyed a little bit. The packaging maybe busted up a little bit or something kind of down the road, but he is doing customs 125. I'm going to show this one real quick, and he'll basically do anything that you want. He's been doing these metallic colors. And I realized that after I got this, the colors are very similar to the blue and the red on the packaging. So it looks pretty sick in there. The smell on that is still just freaking lovely. But that's a freaking beauty right there, man. It's like 5.5 scale. It's vinyl. It does articulate in the arms and the waist and the head. It does come with a skateboard to put him on. This time I kind of gave him free reign. I said, whatever you want to do on the skateboard. So he actually made it like a blue-red fade, which is also cool. He can be displayed on this, or I do have some that are displayed with the skateboard in his hand, kind of tilted up like that. So it's either or on top of it. But yeah, there he is, man. Custom painted Thrasher from 8-Bit Zombie. Dude, I can't really say enough about 8-Bit Zombie, man. It's not only thrashers, like he does have a good line of thrashers and they usually sell out really, really quick. But it's like t-shirts. That's an 8-Bit Zombie shirt right there. Stickers, freaking dope stickers, dope shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve. Always a really good selection. It's always based on usually like vintage horror, vintage heroes. It's dope, man. It's everything that we're into. You know what I mean? The cartoons, the figures, it's all that shit in new dope shirts. Skeletor and Thrasher, obviously really big. But dude, super dope prices. Really, really good guy. 8-Bit Zombie, man. If you're not following him, do so. Also run sales on shirts a lot of the times, man. And I mean, shirts are going to be like, regular price, like 20, 25. And that's, reasonable compared to what I see nowadays as far as shirts go. But he does run sales all the time, man. Like on holidays, he runs some really good sales on, he'll do 20, 30, 40% off. And the longer the shirts are in the store, they usually drop in price too. So, I mean, dude, I've, gone in there plenty of times where you get like this shirt. I think when I got it, it was like $10. So anyways.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought the pricing because even actually that caught me off guard when you mentioned that you were getting your custom, and I was like, oh, Snapples, dude! I didn't know he had some available right now on his website. And even when he was sold out, I think it was like 55 or 60, even on some of the original ones that weren't custom. Just like even like some of the drops are around like 60, maybe 80. Am I going too low?
Probably. So there was two. I think the original ones in like mint packaging were like 75, and then I think he had some ones that were, the packaging was busted up a little bit, and those ones are like 50, 60, something like that.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't see that really. Not in a figure like that.
Yeah. And dude, and his sticker selection too, man, it's the freaking best, dude. I think a lot of people have probably got 8-bit zombie stickers from me in their packages, but they're dope, man. He's really into the Power Glove. You know what I mean? It's legit, dude. It's all good stuff.
I like how you keep going out of that Power Glove. You're like, that Power Glove, it's fair. That's a big thing from your youth, man.
Oh, dude, the Power Glove was, so first of all, like I've told you many times, dude, about my mom, right? Like guns were not really a thing, dude. My mom was born and raised in the 60s in San Francisco, very heavily into the hippie movement, no guns, peace, love, dope. And guns were not allowed. Video games also not high on the list. I remember the first thing I had was an Atari, and that was probably in 1987. Nintendo was already out by then, dude. Some of my friends had it, and my mom was just like, absolutely not. That's going to melt your brain. And the Power Glove was like the exclusive accessory for the NES. You know what I mean? There was the movie, The Wizard, that kind of circled around that, and the new Mario game. But the Power Glove, dude, that was just one that not only could I never get Nintendo, I sure as hell wasn't getting the Power Glove. So that thing just seemed like on such an elite level to me, like rich people have a Power Glove. You know what I mean? They also got the fucking track mat that they run on. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. It's just something from my childhood, dude, that, and it kind of carries over. It's dope, dude. I know Kajiki has actually used the Power Glove several times in the claw. He sculpted one on there. It's fucking sick. But yeah, dude, Power Glove. I don't know what to say about it. It's dope. Yeah, Johnny Marble says his glove never worked. That was the other problem, dude, is that those things never freaking worked. Same with the track mat, dude. I mean, we're talking about mid-'80s technology now in video games. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I do have an NES now, though, with a ton of games and almost every accessory. I still don't have the Power Glove, but it's still fun to play every now and then. Nintendo Bazooka. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's a rare one.
See, and that's actually what Stone McCoy Station was telling me earlier. That's what he calls his, too. He watches VR porn and wears his Power Gloves, and then he calls it that.
It's interesting.
Us toy dudes all share a lot of interesting things, man. I've even heard through videos I never asked for, people letting me know how different hot sauces process through their body and reacts with the tissue in your sensitive spots. Thank you for that, everybody who sent me a video going, hey, this hot sauce is melting my asshole. I appreciate it.
Oh, 8-bit Mike with a fucking hot take. Super Nintendo over regular Nintendo. I don't disagree. I don't disagree, man. I'll tell you what, F-Zero on Super Nintendo, I'll play that game for weeks on end, dude.
All right, homie, look at us. We are like a well-oiled machine. It's 9:19. I think we have talked about enough random things that weren't toys. You want to pull in the JazzWizzard?
Let's do it.
Have you met JazzWizzard before? Have you spoken to JazzWizzard like on in person or a screen?
No, but I've seen him on another interview before. And I've seen some of his posts. You know what I mean? He had a post. It was really funny. He had you remember he was laid out, sprawled across the bed?
I was trying to place him. Actually, and really fast, the only other time that I've seen him in like a call like this, one night a bunch of us were in a group chat around the time of like a show, and somebody's mom dialed the group chat, and the three loneliest motherfuckers, of course, me, JazzWizzard, and I think one other dude, all were kind of like, fuck it, why not talking to some toy dudes? We all just answered it as it's ringing, even though it was a butt dial. And for some reason, JazzWizzard was already just mask on. For a friggin' a butt dial IG call, he was masked on. It was just like, do you just wear that around your house at all times?
Nice.
Sorry. All right, I'm pulling him in, man. He's coming. And he had a bunch of fig Newtons. I don't know what he plans on doing to those, because you can't really pass them through the screen.
Did you see his stacking? His stacking was elite. Wow, dude. I was like, look at this guy building pyramids over here.
You imagine being his coworkers or somewhere, and they're just kind of like, yeah, this guy came in today telling us he needed to take a moment and divide up a bunch of fig Newtons. He's going on a toy interview.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. I like those bookshelves already, though. What's the name called? What about that front little dip on the top?
I don't know, man, but he showed me a part of his collection the other day. It was amazing.
It's an interesting green too.
Mm.
I like how we're just why not? Why not just evaluate his home at this time?
Yeah.
I should try to figure out what's on top of that shelf. Oh shit! I think he's got a couple of the wood cutouts from homie from E2K there.
Can you guys hear
That's
me?
a block watch captain.
We can
You
hear
guys hear me?
you. We can totally hear you. You bet, man.
Oh, you're right. There's 4 of them
The
there.
fiddling. Oh,
What's up?
Oh, my man, what is happening? You better have another mask on underneath that one.
I was not expecting the other mask underneath there, man. I really wasn't, dude. Oh man. Oh.
Oh, dude. I love that folklore shirt, by the way. That's very, very nice. Ah, man. What's happening, man?
I think your YouTube playback needs to be muted, homie. It might be interjecting. It's so hard to take anything serious. That stupid glasses on, just staring at you, man.
I'm gonna say, man, I work with a guy who looks just like that.
Dude, I'm lagging.
Okay, are you lagging on Zoom or are you lagging on YouTube?
YouTube is like 2 minutes behind.
Yeah,
Always, man.
that's typical.
Always. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I'm there for like 2 minutes without the mask on.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, the YouTube is typically pretty far behind. I'm looking at it for tonight, and it's actually it's super laggy tonight.
Okay.
What's happening, Jazz?
What you see happening on the screen, it happened like 2 minutes ago, but this audio is up to date. So
now we're caught up. Now we're just grooming. Oh hell yeah, man.
no,
Just
no.
chilling. Well, they'll always be 2 minutes behind.
Like, I don't have glasses on or anything right now, but it shows that I do.
Right, the YouTube's behind.
Yeah.
You and Crumbs are all on time, but the replay is always behind like that. So
Okay, so now all right. I'm kind of lost because what should I look at?
So you would just chill on Zoom. You can ignore YouTube. You can mute YouTube, and we're just chilling on Zoom. The only thing you would use YouTube for is if you wanted to see the live chat playback, man.
All right.
And then otherwise we're just cruising. Yeah.
I can ignore YouTube.
If you'd like, yeah, absolutely, homie.
Now, how do I see you guys on Zoom? All I see is me.
Oh, okay. So if you're on your phone, then if you hit the main screen, there should give you an option of how you want to view. You're currently probably just on like a personal view, but there should be a gallery view where you can see everything scattered in a grid, dude.
Okay. Let's see. Boy, I'm really flubbing this up.
No, there's no such thing as flubbing it up, man. This is ToyzAlive. We fly by the seat of our pants 24/7. Still only seeing yourself?
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Which totally makes sense, man. We saw you the whole time from the full first time that you came on, but you couldn't see us. That's that's weird.
Which
We
no
the
wonder that
whole
would
time.
throw you off.
I mean, I guess I don't need to see you guys as long as, right?
Well, I mean, it is your call. There should be a view option there if you wanted, man. But it is your call, homie. Whatever makes you more comfortable, dude. We're gonna be mainly trying to see what the hell you're showing us from your camera, anyways.
I got it. Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
What up?
All right.
See,
Sorry
feel
about
a little better.
that. Was anticlimactic as a motherfucker.
No, dude. If anything, that was literally about like every sexual experience I've ever had, right? This big build up, the tunes go on, you peel it off all slow. Then I started telling them, no, you're a few minutes behind me. I finished, and you're just a few minutes behind. There's a lag, that's all. Yeah. And then I stand there awkwardly staring at them in silence, and then we move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is the ToyzAlive way, dude.
All right, then I'm good to go now.
I love it.
Sweet.
We know dang well who you are. Most of the homies in the chat let us know who you are. Let us know who you are, dude.
I'm the JazzWizzard. Real name Will. Born and raised Lexington, Kentucky. Still here for 50 years now.
Well, it must be nice to be there for 50 years, man.
I know it pretty well. I gotta say. Oh, that reminds me. Is Mothman in the chat?
Mothman's in the chat.
I did see him earlier. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mothman's in Lexington right now. Right? His wife, I guess, or girlfriend came here for school this semester.
Or something to do with school. I believe he's moved down that way. Yeah.
So I need to hook up with him.
Absolutely, dude. Hey, so first off, actually, I gotta ask you. So we, of course, all call it like the JazzWizzy, like JazzWiz. Where does JazzWizzard come from, man? Please give us that little rundown of where that smooth.
I just thought it was funny. I just needed a. I've kept a list on my phone for. Well, I started the list before we had iPhones and stuff, but it's a band name list, and I've had it for like 30 years. It's on my phone now, and it's band names and funny like song titles. Anything I think is funny for a band name or a song title, I put on this list. And I just had JazzWizzard on there because I thought it made me giggle. And that's it, man. That's all there is to it.
And the logo? You told me this before, I think.
The original logo is from a record cover. It's a band called Automatic Man from like early 80s. Not particularly good. It's just a cool record cover. And
I mean, they're no Rush or anything, right?
Well, who is? Yeah, they're definitely no Rush. But anyway, so that was the record cover. And then record cover, I used that for the, the icon or whatever. And then General Porpoise hooked me up with the old, the current version, the Gape version. Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah.
It's always the ones you least expect, man. Of course, it's General Porpoise, the one who makes dinosaurs, has a couple kids. He's like, hey, you know what JazzWiz needs? 2 hands, really popping that thing open.
By the way, sorry I outed you on that, Porp. Whenever somebody's asked in the past, I've just been like, unnamed benefactor. But I figure we're all friends here. It's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, is that so? We were just talking. Those are Block Watch Captain pieces up behind you, right? It looks like there's 4 of them.
I was gonna, we can just get into this if you want. We can start walking around looking at shit.
You know how we do things. We'll look at some of your shit. We'll pull away. We'll talk to you a bit. We'll look at your shit. A little back and forth.
I'm gonna let me reverse image this thing real quick.
First of all, man, how long have you been collecting? Not only, I know that you've done posts before about stuff from your childhood, but when did that all start? And then when did you get into this scene specifically?
Hold on, let me switch back. There we go. So this also, let's see. This scene, I'm like pretty much all you guys.
Yeah.
I just started like when the pandemic hit. I quit my job as a nurse about 3 months into it. I was like, F you, healthcare. Right when you need me, I'm out. And so I just had a lot of time on my hands and kind of doing my thing from home. And I don't know, I guess somehow I stumbled across either some Sucklord first, I guess, and then Healy. And honestly, I don't remember how that started, but I started buying their stuff, and then noticed all this stuff blossoming on Instagram. And so I just started following people and reaching out to people, and met like you, Brian, and like Colin and Yuckamuck, a lot of the first people that I just started talking to. And before all that, like way back, I've always dug like action figures and stuff, just nerd shit. I always kept my Star Wars figures from when I was a kid. And then
wait, I'm so sorry. You still have these Star Wars toys you played with as a kid?
Oh yeah. And not just that. I've got a lot of stuff from when I was still a kid. You'll see some of it.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I sold a lot of it when I was a kid, but I kept a lot of it too. So, yeah.
There's very few of those dudes out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's going to be exciting.
But then, when I learned to when I went through puberty and quit playing with toys, they just kind of got boxed up. And, I started skateboarding and playing guitar. And it wasn't until I was working as a nurse, like that. Being a nurse was my second career. So I hit that like at age 30, and I had disposable income, and the prequels were coming out, so I started buying figures again. And then I kind of started getting soured on it when like the animated Clone Wars came out. I was like, I don't really like this. It's kind of making me not want to buy figures. I kind of quit, and then, but I was still like reading a lot of comics and stuff, and so I had met Jimmy Folklore like in early 2000s, I think, probably from band stuff, like music shit. And so all through all that time that I quit buying Star Wars and stuff, he knew that I was into like Captain America and stuff. So he was always sending me stuff he'd get in lots, just like, hey, you got this? And he'd send cool shit to me. So I owe Jimmy a lot of credit for keeping my interest, and then also for a lot of vintage, just like knowledge, and just really keeping my interest going. And then I kind of went whole hog again, back with the vintage and buying new stuff when the pandemic hit. I just went kind of nutty with it all. So
yeah.
Well, it's new, and there's new artists coming out, and they're like, man, that boom when there's all these toys you've never seen before in colors you've never seen. It's hard not to be a little titillated.
Oh yeah, boy. I took my 2 inches up to 4, dog. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of,
we are talking girth, right?
Oh yeah.
Good.
I mean, that's folded in thirds.
Folded in. Okay, the moment you use the word fold, I'm picturing like a really nice good crease in it,
Yeah, it's so long that I can fold it no problem.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
all
so
right,
you're
dude.
asking about this block watch captain stuff. Let me
Please, would love that. Yeah, I'll spotlight you, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So let's see. All right. So yeah, there's my 4 block watch captain pieces. The top 3 I got from DKE, when he did them for them, and then that pink tooth walrus man I got from a guy on Instagram for cheap, and he had bought it at, I can't remember what show it was. It was some show in Chicago, but it was before he started doing them for DKE. And this guy got this walrus man, and then he posted on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I'll take that, and so that's my 4 of that. So
nice. Those are dope, man. I love those.
There's pieces in this room, but I want to start in a different room. So we're going to walk over there.
Do it, man.
Oh, shit.
So,
holy frick. I'm loving those carpet.
Couple Roger Dean prints.
Oh, wow. Those are beautiful.
God does the Yes album work. Sick as shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sick shit. Anyway.
I had to flex a little bit. So let's see. What do we got here? Where should we start? We'll start over here, I guess. Well, first of all,
oh my god,
my family.
Oh, dudes, what up?
Poppy. Maggie's the one that just turned 17 and is fighting cancer.
Ah,
They're
still,
my
they're
baby.
following, just following you around. Want to see exactly what you're up to.
Oh yeah. So we got there's my Zymot stuff. Praise be.
All hail.
Kind of shrined so I can just kind of kneel down when I need to feel that dumb, you know. All my different versions of Fisher Price Robot Man, or X-Ray Man. So there's him and this female counterpart, and then Toy Buzz Biz did this one, and then that, and then what's the? Gosh, I'm blank on their name. It was like Blueberry Studios or something. Did this guy? It was wild. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember.
I'm not even familiar with like a Blueberry Studio.
Yeah, I think they might be calling themselves something else now, but I follow them, so they're locatable on Instagram.
Is it Babalu?
This guy just got no, it's damn, what is it? Maybe it's not Blueberry. It's something like that. Anyway, I can't remember. I did a post about it a long time ago. But then there's that's the Flash Gordon line guy, but as X-Ray Man. And who did that? That was Crimson Guard Immemorial or whatever. What's the guy's name?
Yeah, you're right. Crimson Guard.
Yeah, I got that pretty recently. So that's all those.
Yeah, that's dope.
Got some Pretty Bean up here, just a little bit. I got a lot more coming up. And then all of my I love Baba Drock's skull dice things he does. So
yeah,
I just getting them. So I got 3 of the dice in the skulls, and then 3 of the skulls in the dice, and then 1 of the skull in the die in the skull. And,
fuck, dude.
Yeah, nuts. I think he still got 2 or 3 more of these, unless he just got sick of no one buying them, which was crazy to me. That's fine. It's more for me to buy. But, some of the nice Zymot giveaways that he puts in when you buy stuff. That's that R2 is a sick white dreams piece. I love that one. So there's those. Over here we got.
Oh, that thing's huge, man.
Yeah.
And then Plagued Earth back there.
Both those pieces are way bigger than I thought. Oh my fuck.
Yeah, they're a lot bigger. Oh, don't mind if I do.
Yeah. That is
Star-Lord
awesome.
Raiders there. That's a couple more Baba Drocks. I haven't posted those yet, but they're just fucking sick and killer. That's an old Healy piece I got aftermarket. That's a bunch of just, Super 7 stuff that I like, except for those are all vintage Tron. With the glow-in-the-dark Frisbees. More Super 7 stuff. Of course, the Healy wrestlers, the SWWF. So sick.
New one on Saturday.
Oh, is that what it's going to be?
Yes, sir.
I just knew there was something on Saturday, but am I making eating noises, by the way? Because so
no.
Dude, let me just say, bro, your fucking collection is beautiful, bro. Even what we've seen right now, the way you have them displayed, very, very nice.
Wait till you see this next thing I spent the fucking whole week working on just for the show.
No.
Well, I'll get to it in a minute, but so I got some. There's my Healy Shaman there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those are nice ones.
Love those things.
Yeah.
And almost all.
Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Except for that, that's old Healy.
Oh, that's a beauty too, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's very cool.
I'll tell you what, some of the figures that Super 7 does for some of the metal bands are sick as shit, man.
Bro, those are awesome.
It's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
The Venom, that one, and that one. I mean, they're sick as hell. And then, of course, all of the heavy metal figs.
Yeah,
I've got them all
so sick.
You'll see him here in a little bit, and then all killer bootleg stuff there.
Yeah, nice.
Got some more pocket salsa there. Got
nice
some up here. That is Black Major. That's the Captain America Snake Eyes. I'm on my tippy toes because I'm short. This is oh shit, I'm blanking dude's name. He's only done like 1 or 2 drops, I think, like since I've been following him, and I can't remember his name, but he does all these kick-ass G.I. Joe Star Wars like mashups, and they're the riveted joints. I mean, they're sick, man. And then if there's more stuff.
I'm surprised Death and Strawberries doesn't chime in. Oh my frig, that thing is huge.
Yeah.
B,
got that because of Brian. What was it, 2 or 3 weeks ago? B, you were like, these were only $40. I was like, oh, I'm on it.
Yeah, dude. $40.
Sick. From what was it? Violence Toys, I think.
Violence Toys, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy sick.
Yes.
All right, so this is what I was working on this
Holy
week.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, actually, we should start here.
Oh fuck.
This is my vintage Star Wars.
Holy shit, dude.
That
Max
frame
Rainbow
thing, I don't know if you recognize that, but when you first got the carrying case, when it first, the very first like briefcase looking ones, that was the insert in the bottom of it, and that was mine as a kid. So I pulled it out and framed it.
Wow, dude.
Isn't that nuts? But yeah, that's just all vintage stuff, and
man,
all my card back.
Oh, God damn.
Star Wars is my jam. I love it. My top 3 vintage lines, Star Wars is the number 1. So
yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to actually get a bunch of the toy dudes to get the Kenner tattoo on their calf and or back of thigh. So you in?
I might be. I would probably get on my arm though.
Oh, there you go. That works too.
I couldn't get it on the small of my back though because I already have a dolphin jumping over a Camaro.
Oh, I remember.
Just kidding. Well, I'll tell you what. Without any feedback to know if that's funny or not, it's hard. I'm sweating. Anyway, so yeah, more Star Wars stuff.
I'm sorry.
Custom Star Wars. Got some X-17, Grandma Tarkin. These 2 Greedos were supposedly done by like a kid back in the 80s. This one and this one. And it's hard to tell, but it's just like marker and stuff. And he knocked him out of the park, man.
Wow.
Although the cape is Cape Master Cape. Plastic Vomit.
Yeah.
Nice. They're so good, man. They are so good.
Yeah.
And then that's those 2 are what the fuck's that guy's name? The guy from I think he's like the Philippines. Pro Custom Figs, I think. Yeah. Anyway, so then Star Wars continues on over here. This is all my like Dan Solo stuff, except for this, which is one of my grails, the Takara R2 wind up from the original line. That's not an easy thing to find.
Wow, dude. What's that go for?
Oh, just like, I mean, not crazy, but 3 figures,
Yeah, and it's probably the rarity of it too, man. I've never seen that before, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts, man.
Huh.
I was thrilled I scored that off of VHS Crypt. Lots of my vintage stuff that I've gotten, I get from him. I mean, he knows his shit, man. But anyway, yeah. So as much as the Stan Solo guy is like a grumpy old grandpa, you can't deny the shit that he has made is really good. I mean, yeah, it's factory, but whatever. Anyway, so then we get into Titty Bean and Healy Made, and they're all just kind of mixed together. And I'd shown you earlier in the week, Brian, that I finally got around to, for a while, that I don't know if he's still doing it because I just rejoined the Patreon, but Titty was sending us these little torsos.
Yes.
Right, so you could put the alternate heads on them, but they just kind of, it's hard to keep them on there. And then plus I've got this on top of a bunch of records. So, you know, if I'm getting a record out, the slightest vibration just makes them fall right off. So I glued a bunch of little pieces of metal on to the tops of the torsos there, so that the magnet from the head would be on it just fine.
Oh, there you go, man.
Dude, that is so smart, dude. I absolutely will be doing that with mine because I have a lot. Now, dude, tell me about the figure stands that you have them on, dude. Is that something that you added?
Yes. And most, just about any custom figure I have, unless it came with peg holes, which hardly anybody does that.
Yeah.
Then I've added them myself by drilling holes in the bottom of their feet, because I cannot, it makes me murderously crazy when shit keeps falling over. It just drives me up the wall.
We spend they're expensive pieces, and then you feel bad when they break. We can't fix them.
Well, even more so, it just drives me nuts, like trying to snake my hand back here, like, and pick up whatever is falling down without knocking over the eight ones next to it. But what's especially rough is the magnetic joints when that happens, right? Because like with the titty bean stuff, if one of them falls into the next one, they all
you're fucked.
Like connect, fall over to the next one. And so, so I have a Dremel, and I just pop a little hole in the bottom of the foot and put them on the stands, and God, it makes life so much better.
It does, man. And they look super clean too, like that, man. Like,
thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That's legit, dude. That looks super, super nice, man. Ooh, that's impressive right there. Shit.
Dude, your collection is fucking nuts already, man.
Oh boy, then we're in for a long night.
I know.
Yes.
You think this will help me lose my virginity?
None of us here can tell you, because I mean, unless anyone in the chat knows.
Doubt it. Okay. Anyway, what I was going to say was, Healy recently has, for the ones that his factory made figures, the assassin, and what's the newest one, the trooper?
Yes.
Right? He's having them made with peg holes.
Oh,
and
nice.
So I didn't have to drill in. I don't have to drill them. And then for his Raiders, none of them are, I don't know if you can see, none of them are on stands, because he is the master of fucking balance with figures. You just don't need them, you know?
Dude, and the joints are nice and tight, dude. You and I have talked about slut joints, dude, and it's just, it's horrible. Bro, the piece I'm staring at the piece I'm staring at is that Acolyte right there with the blue face and the white top and the pink legs from Titty Bean. That is sick, dude.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, and he came with two heads, so I had to cram him on that torso there. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's dope.
Fucking Healy made his joints, it's like the opposite of has no talent joint.
Yes.
Floppy joints, man.
100%.
And so like Healy with like his Star Wars wrestlers, the ones that he makes. I mean, look at that. I don't have it. First of all, I probably wouldn't drill holes in the bottom of these guys' feet anyway for stands, but you don't need them. They just, I mean, it's sick, man.
They're stanced.
They're
stanced really well.
Yeah,
dude, and wouldn't you agree, man, that like the SWWF figures, they almost have like a porcelain type feel to them? Like, you're right, dude. I would not want to try to drill into that, man. They just
I'd be scared to do it. I would. Yeah, totally. Let's see. So coming on over here.
Oh my God, your music collection is amazing, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Just even the CDs, beautiful, dude.
Remind me, I'll show you something funny about the records, but here in a minute. But anyway, so I got some Healy, some Pam Rowan Healy, and some more Healy.
Oh yes.
Up here, got some Healy and Mike Egan behind him.
Those Mike Egan are gorgeous.
Yeah,
dude.
Very cool.
Angus, because he has to rule over everybody. Some killer bootlegs and some Dragon.
Nice. Dude, I have that orange knuckle duster right there, dude. And mine came with two left arms, dude. And Scout Comics Scout Comics totally blew me off. They never even responded to me. And I know that Just like, damn, that's
Jerk off. A bunch of jerks.
no, man. I don't know if I've seen the yellow one.
The jerk store called, right?
Jeez, Jazz.
That was for Brian. Seinfeld joke.
Oh,
the
beautiful.
I got the yellow one. I guess. Shit, where did was that straight from him? I can't remember, man. It wasn't. It was around the same time. But
Nice.
those are all Kozik figures from Record Store Day back about 10 years ago. And that one in the middle is Nick Cave. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Even those are dope, man. I don't think I've ever seen them. What the dude? Oh,
you never seen those? Yeah, they're slick, man.
I'm sorry, man. I love your
nice.
aesthetic, homie. You've got a beautifully decorated home, dude. I'm sorry, like.
I appreciate that, Crumbs. Thank you, man. I pride myself on having kind of a, different. It's very bohemian, but it works,
It
like
looks
this.
so comfortable, man.
It was a gun rack that my dad made when he was in college, and he died, and I don't need a gun rack, So I put all these shelves in it and made it into a CD rack,
That's
Nice.
beautiful, dude.
The shelving and stuff I have is stuff I made just out of parts. But those are the only graded figures I have are those 5 Star Wars figures. And then these are all Mexican bootleg figures there.
Oh,
Oh, that C3PO is amazing.
Isn't that sweet?
dude, you
Oh,
gotta.
that is
Those
so cool.
are good colors, man.
Yeah.
Like
The arms on this little Jabba and then the arms
shit.
on that Yoda are articulated. And I think Chewie is too, yeah. And then the rest of them are pretty static. Oh, no, his are.
A fucking buff, chewy Mexican bootleg.
Yeah.
Dude. Wow.
Yeah. Sweet.
you never see them that clean. You probably scrubbed those bastards for hours.
No, but what I did, I had to sand the bottoms of their feet for a long time to get them to stand up.
Of
Dude,
course, yeah.
that right there is so freaking clean, dude.
This is my favorite modern line there is right now. The Worst by Super 7.
Oh man.
It's incredible. I'm obsessed with it. I've got most of them carded and some of them loose here. But yeah, man, I just love them. And I especially love when they did for San Diego Comic-Con a few years back when they did the Worst as Star Wars colors, right?
Yeah.
Those were hard to get.
What do you do with the
That
cards
one
for
doesn't
those?
really
man?
count. But some people call it. What's that?
What do you do with the cards for
the
those? I
card
know
back?
the cards are super sick. Yeah.
They are sick. I've got them all carded too. I'll show you here, and we'll get to it in another room.
Nice.
That one technically isn't one, but people say he's got the Obi-Wan colors from A New Hope. Then I include him. That's a bastardization. That's the head of one and the body of another I got from some guy in China. And then of course,
nice.
as Hammerhead colors, history piece. And then Maria from Metropolis as silver-legged C3PO. But anyway, there's enough manufactured stuff there. That's
Dude,
my
that was beautiful.
green plastic tunnels stuff.
Yes.
The 5 pieces I got. 2 of them, Brian, you gave me.
Yes,
2 of
indeed,
those
I
3
did.
in the middle. Yep. And this guy I got
man.
off a couple years ago. Yeah. Pretty
Dude,
slick.
is that a green plastic tunnels piece?
Yep.
What
Got him
the
off
hell
the
is that?
aftermarket. Yeah. He comes with swappable arms, like regular arms. That's a Word Uked. And
Did you just buy that off his site, or how'd you obtain that?
no, that was eBay. About 2
shit.
years ago, about 2 years ago, somebody had it on eBay.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And I
dude.
guess he didn't know. I mean, it was cheap too. I was like, yes, please.
Oh, wow. What a
Cool.
score.
The packaging was cool too. Eventually, I'll do a post on it and I'll show you the packaging and shit on it. It's really cool.
Dude, the limbs being limbs are freaking, I love
Isn't that
it. I
great?
love that. Yeah, that is so cool.
He's one of those guys that I'm not embarrassed to say I didn't understand at first. Like I didn't get it for the first year that I was aware of him. I just didn't. I was like, I don't get it, man. And and then some, it might have been even with one of these guys. I finally was like, wait a minute, I get it. It's fucking awesome. You know?
Wow. Yeah.
But I didn't get it for a long time, but now I do. I posted about this just the other day, all those Pendragons there. Wait, let me go turn this light off. So yeah, a bunch of Pendragon and then those Heelys down there. I'd move those when I took the pictures for the post. That right there is for Death and Strawberries and Pocket Salsa and Yucca Muck. I know. But yeah, so there's
I didn't know
those.
Rush had that much music.
Oh, dude, that's only up to about 85. But yeah, so and then we'll swing over here for my 3 framed succulent pieces that I particularly love. That one I love, and then the Player's Handbook D&D one is fucking sick. And then this Carl Sagan he made for me about 2 years ago when he accidentally shipped me my shipment and another guy's shipment. And I guess he thought I was going to be a dick and try to keep the other guy's shipment, because when I told him what had happened and that I would just forward it on to the guy, he was so happy. He was like, all right, I'm going to make you something. What do you love? And I was like, I love Carl Sagan. And he sent me this.
Oh, wow.
That's a pretty hilarious Carl Sagan piece, man.
Isn't it? You know, the thing about the Suckler, man, he comes off as being kind of a dick, but he's really a really nice guy. Like when you know what I mean?
100%.
He's got a big heart. Got a big heart.
Absolutely.
Of course, some slick shit here, boy.
Oh my
Love
goodness,
that.
that's beautiful.
I got something a little set up here for us. Hold on.
How surreal was that to see that happen, homie?
I was shocked. I had no idea he was doing that, and I just saw it when it was dropped, just like everybody else. And I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, how about that?
That's so cool, man.
Yes, dude.
So
And
I've never had it. I've never had a UV light source until Jimmy sent me this bulb with these figures. And so I plugged it in the other day when I hung these up and just started shining it around. Let me turn this off to see what all would glow and shit, because I didn't know, because I didn't have a light, right? But the coolest thing that I discovered out of all of it is that fucking IG-88 back there. Look at those. Look
yes.
In the middle.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
That is sick, dude. Yep.
But it's funny, the shit that glows, that they don't even like promote it as something that would glow like UV.
Right.
Like, I don't remember seeing anywhere that these heavy metal figures would react, but some of them do, you know?
See, girls are online telling other girls that about my penis as well. And I just think it's an extra cool feature. So I just don't tell them.
Right. That when you put a UV light on it, it doubles in size.
Oh, you need a UV. Oh, it doubles in size, shrinks and glows.
So I was going to tell you about the records that I got. This is just of all the shit I have, this is my part of my personal collection, right? It starts at A and it goes down through the alphabet. And this was a closet for coats until I made it for records.
Holy shit.
So everything that you're seeing here record-wise, this is about 1/10 of what I have in the house. This house is because I've been doing, music stuff nonstop since I was probably about 17. And I've worked part-time at this record store that I work at since I went to nursing school back. I started in 99. So, I've had a few discs and records.
I'm trying to smell that room right now. I bet it smells so good.
Oh,
it smells
man.
Damn good, I gotta say. And this is where I'm gonna lose my virginity one day.
Yeah, when I come to visit.
Let me let the dogs out real quick. I need to eat and go out.
Dude, if anything, that's perfect, because I'm gonna take the spotlight off of you for a second. Oh my gosh, because I need to stretch my arms, man. You've been just cruising along that. Holy cow.
Well, I'll try to speed things up because that one room was just the appetizer. So I'll go into so much detail.
Homie, loving chatting with you, loving the detail, and we're seeing there's some stuff in there I've never seen. Obviously, I'm sure B feels the same.
That was amazing. You know what, dude? The display of it is so clean and the straight lines.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Dude, holy shit.
Well, wait till you see the after this room, the final room. There's just a few things in this room.
Oh, bro, that piece right there at the bottom.
That?
Tell me that motherfucker ain't cheap. I know that.
No, but I got it for about half of what it was going for.
Wow. And what was it going for?
I think it was $300 or $400.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Those things are expensive.
Crazy expensive, but I nabbed that one for like $200.
Wow.
So, and it's also the pink tooth one, which is sweet. But
yeah.
Let's see. Is that? Can everybody see what I'm showing you?
Oh hell yeah! I just haven't made you bigger yet because.
Gotcha.
So
let's see. I'll flap it real quick. There's my little Steve Zissou. That came from a guy in Italy made that.
Oh shit, that's dope. Oh fuck, that's dope. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cool? Of course, Bootleg Toyco.
Oh, that is sick.
Yeah. Delicious Again, Peter.
Yes.
Another Delicious Again, Peter.
Yes. Downfall of the Empire. I love the freaking name of that one, dude.
This is another time that I was honored beyond all belief was when Pocket Salsa made this. I was shocked. This is, my mom got these when she was a kid, when her dad was stationed in Alaska in the Air Force. The Eskimos gave it to him. Of course, you got two polar bears here. They're hugging. And then this is, not only is it like a native, like a local woman, but if you turn it around, it's a penis.
Oh my goodness, dude.
My mom for 40 years had this and didn't know that you could turn it around and see that it was a penis. And when she took it into an antique store and they showed it to her, she turned bright red and ran out.
That's amazing, man.
That's funny.
Little fetish idol, basically.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Jesus frig, man.
Dude, it's like Elvis, right? He had like plates of bacon around his house and shit. JazzWizzard has got big nudies. Nice.
Yeah. So got some mob up there. On the left is Resin Blood. Brian, you got that for me at
oh yes. Decon 2 years ago.
Yeah. And then
nice.
Yakamuck.
Yakamuck is so fun, dude. Those are great. Oh my gosh, dude. Sorry.
Dingy Dave.
Mm-hmm. Little something for Colin down here.
Oh yeah. Nice, dude.
Here's a great one. See this monk? Dude, what's that? Here.
Oh jeez.
All right. That was a quick room. Now, I got a secret room. So this is the kitchen, right? And you think this is a pantry. And oh shit. Hold on. I got a key ring. Oh, there we go.
Oh my god, Jazz.
You know, the wizards keep and whatnot.
Oh, you're too much, dude.
Okay. All right, there we go.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children.
Some spice greasy.
Nice. It.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh shit.
your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3. Come with me
Yeah.
and you'll in a world.
Okay.
Ew.
I'm not gonna make you guys sit through all this shit. So
Oh, I don't think we'd mind.
well,
Jesus,
I'll go
dude.
until you nod off then. Let's see.
Wow,
The lilac here
dude.
kind of sucks. So let me grab this real quick here. Could you hear that? The Willy Wonka music?
Oh, we could. It was beautiful.
Okay,
Oh, dude,
good.
it was perfect. You're a
I was
wizard.
sweating it. I was like, God, I hope this works. Oh, first of all, that's a complete set of the 1974 7-Eleven Slurpee marble cups. That's another keystone of my collection.
Wow.
Yeah, and then that's the checklist for it.
Jeez, bro.
Well, we got a bunch of different stuff. This is all custom. Most of these are homies in the chat. Like, let's see, that's Fletch. That VH Cryptid, that's kind of annoying, isn't it? That flashlight, you don't need that. That VHS Cryptid, that's Mallow. That's the one that lights up. I did a post on a while back. But got some Babadrock.
Oh yeah, I know that dude.
Cat. And that's a Healy piece right there that I also got off eBay.
What?
That's a
This one right
fucking
here?
Weirdo, dude.
Double-headed thing. It was
I've never seen that, dude.
it's old. You know that link I sent you a couple weeks ago? That
Yes.
was like a message board from like 2012.
Yes.
It's on it. That's why I sent it to you, because I was trying to figure out the history of the piece, and I came across that message board, and I thought, shit, I bet Brian would want to see this. So
Fuck, dude.
That's
it was him
wild.
and it's him and 2 other guys, and I'm blanking on who they are, but you'd know who they are. I mean,
Yeah.
people that you know. But anyway,
Wow.
yeah. Got some General Port there.
Nice.
Spice Dreezy.
Nice.
Some New
Yeah.
Transylvania.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Jimmy Folks.
Oh dang.
Oh shit. That's dope.
Dude, that one. I love this guy.
Yeah, the bog one.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's a Broids piece, but I can't remember what he called it specifically. I'm having total brain farts, but yeah, that's real moss.
Yeah,
And he
oh,
sent
that's
me,
beauty,
when he
dude.
sent it, it also came with a little Ziploc bag of more moss in case I need to refresh it.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Man.
So got some more pocket salsa and some yucca muck, some has been, some more spiced drizzy. And then down in here, got some plagued earth and some hurt that you sent me, Brian.
Nice.
And resin blood. There's 2 guys in the back as resin blood, vomiting droids. That was a piece I won on ToyzAlive.
Yes, that's right. Looks familiar.
That's a good bear too, man.
And then
Android.
these guys are whatchamacallit, from Louisville. What's their name?
Astroplastics.
There we go. Of
Yes,
course, B knows it. How many Astroplax you got at this point?
just those 3.
Kentucky, represent.
Yep, represent in the back there. 2 strafe pieces,
Hell yeah.
and that's another Toy Buzz Biz there, plus the White Yeti in the back.
Oh, that's dope.
Damn.
That's Broke One.
The astronaut?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, dude. That's cool.
The guy behind him is another Louisville guy, Moldy Brothers.
Sorry,
Yeah,
we might have grabbed
both
it.
nice.
Nakamuck was asking about the Bosk. Who did that Bosk?
That one?
Yeah.
That's Astroplastics from Louisville.
Okay.
Is that the one he meant?
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, KY Jelly. Yeah, no doubt.
That's the same guy that did that I thought his name was Blueberry or whatever. Can't remember. And then a couple of Hella Radical. Those are 2 of the first customs I ever bought, actually. That Kenobi and Hammerhead back there.
Nice, dude. Those are
Yeah.
beautiful pours on those.
I've
Wow.
never seen him do another Kenobi, I don't think.
Oh, look at that one, dude. That is nice.
Yeah, and this one, I can't remember what he called it. It was something funny. It was like Old Fucker Kenobi or something. It was really funny.
Does it looks like it has just a black wash on the face, and then there's no paint on that, right? Or is that painted?
I think it's just a wash.
Yeah. Wow, I see the detail on the face, but holy shit, dude, that's nice.
It's awesome. Oh, and
Who did the hammerhead in the back?
That's also hella radical.
Nice.
And I didn't have to drill holes on those two guys. He had them already for the feet.
Nice. Wow.
And 4 more hella radical there. The canteen.
Oh, that's a beautiful set, man.
Just so shake.
Why his probably have the holes in the feet is he actually vents, from my remembrance, he sprues from like where you'd put the magnet at the hip joint, whereas a lot of the dudes will actually like they'll pour in at the foot instead of pouring in at the hip joint. So that's probably why his has the peg holes versus like another toy. If they've poured it into the bottom and then they sand that flat, they're not going to be able to mold that perfect hold.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Pretty convenient. Pamro and a bunch of Mark Hellis. I don't know. Is that how you say it? Mark Hellis?
I would say Hellis, but I think you're actually right with Hellis. I don't know. Unfortunately, that's going to be one of those ones. I think I would need to hear him say it to know exactly, or somebody who is more familiar with him.
There, that's better focus. So yeah,
dude, that is a really cool lineup, dude. That is amazing.
Yeah, his paint jobs are just great, man. He's got a really good, he's got one of those kind of senses of color that's like his own. You know what I mean? Like he matches certain things consistently within his own work that I think other people don't do as much. If that makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it creates worlds based on paint apps almost. It's like things fit to like a particular drop or a world. He's got the sword card.
Awesome. He's
been doing a lot of that kind of patina copper look recently.
Totally.
But the paint apps on those are freaking sick.
Yeah. Where'd I put that? Let's see.
Dude, the fact that you're putting holes in these and standing them on pegs is blowing my mind right now. Well,
I'll tell you, the first few times I did it, I mean, my balls were sucked up into my stomach cavity. I was so scared. You know, like I was like, if I fuck this up, I'm gonna hate myself for life. Where the fuck did I put that damn flashlight? Well, anyway. Oh, there it is. It's my pocket. I thought that was my big old cock.
No.
That's you can see a little better back in the back row there. Yeah, man. It's just so the first few that I drilled, I was just, in fact, I think the first 2 I ever drilled were these 2 resin bloods, these color changers back there. And God, I was fucking just, I mean, it was overkill. I was like drawing out plans and measuring angles, like, because if I go into the bottom of the foot at a non-90 degree angle, then they'll be on the peg like this, you know, and it scared the shit out of me. But now I'm just like fucking just drilling like crazy, man. And it makes me so much happy to have them just stand without problem. You know what I mean? So.
And where are you getting the stands from?
Oh, those are just star stands, like the kind that you buy on eBay for like vintage Star Wars figures.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the drill, I think I want to say it's an 1/8 inch drill piece, drill bit, but it might be a 7/64. I can't remember. If anybody ever wants to do it, message me and I have it written down so I don't have to fuck it up. So just message me and I'll tell you.
Dookie McFartstable includes those stands with some of his single figs like that are not carded.
Oh, really? That's a good idea.
Yeah, nice.
Vintage stuff, except for my pocket sauce card back there, and then a bunch of killer bootleg stuff.
Nice.
Star Wars blaster. Some Healy Super 7 stuff. Vintage Secret Wars.
Jesus fuck, dude.
Wow.
There's another old Healy piece.
Oh, I was gonna say that's an old school. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Sweet ass vintage Jaws game. God,
that's sick.
Dude.
And then
now, I'm curious. Wait, do you bring your best friends up here, or is this your private sanctum where like you come when you've got to like do taxes and or masturbate?
It's a private sanctum only because no one ever comes over to my house. But I'll bring anybody up here that wants to see it, man.
Dude, that's just it. Okay, sorry. When we were talking earlier about pizza rolls and fucking sitting on the carpet playing with toys, we're hanging out in this room. We can start in the other rooms, and but this is the room we're all hanging out in. So there's gonna need to be like 20 people in there.
That's fine. My recommendation would be to come in the winter because in the summer I don't have AC up here, and it's hot as shit.
Okay.
But,
Noted.
Yeah.
Man.
Bunch
Dude,
more Star Wars stuff.
Did you have like one of everything growing up, or did you like amass these as you were kind of like in your teen years and shit?
My collection growing up was very sparse. We didn't have a lot. I mean, we didn't go out, but we weren't like the kids that get all the stuff. So all this stuff that you're looking at, maybe one or two things are from my childhood. The rest I've bought as an adult. So, most of what I had as a kid that I was able to keep until adulthood was just figures. And pretty much everything, except, like I said, except for a couple pieces here, it's all stuff I've gotten as an adult. That Ewok Village, my buddy DJ sent me. It was his when he was a kid. And DJ is how I met Jimmy Folklore originally. But yeah, DJ just sent it to me one day without telling me. He's like, man, this is what I had when I was a kid, and I think you need it. And I was like, oh, shit. And then this Droid Factory, another friend of mine named Dax.
Oh, my God.
He's not a big toy guy, but he appreciates them. And it was his as a kid. He was like, I think you need to have this. I was like, oh.
He has all the... There's only like, what, one missing piece in that friggin' setup?
Well, it wasn't complete. I've completed it, but the only thing missing is the two axles, and I have one of them. I just don't have it up here because I'm going to try to find a piece of wire that's the same gauge and snip it to match. And then I'm missing some of the orange tubing. There's usually
but fuck the tubing.
Yeah, it's like stickers. I missed.
I mean, that's like saying that you're missing the trash compactor foam. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, except that I'm not missing the trash compactor foam because
I know you're not. You're one of like the only human beings somehow who doesn't have it gone to the abyss, dude. It's ridiculous. I know, it's dust. Everybody else says dust.
That's my death store. I just don't. I got to figure out a way to display it up here somewhere. I mean, I'm really packed to the gills as it is. So right now it's in a box.
Dude, like how dusted? How do you keep this under control, man? How do you manage this shit?
The dust, it's worse than it looks, and I just every now and then just give it a wipe down.
Yeah, all right, brag.
There's a lot of dust. That's all the worst, and the Marvel retro stuff. It's 2 rows back.
Yeah, it's like 2 rows back, just so you don't think it's 3 or 4. It's only 2 rows back.
Right, it's only 2. It's more vintage Star Wars stuff. This was mine as a kid. I still have it. Still works too. I'm a massive Buckaroo Banzai fan. My Buckaroo Banzai collection of memorabilia is bigger than any of you have ever seen. I guarantee you. And I'm working up to doing a post with everything I have. And that's just a little bit of it right there. But that's my favorite movie.
Sorry, man. I was mesmerized. Are those rocks?
Rock Lords. I got into those and what do you call it, guys? Because I like as an adult, just like 2 years ago, because they suck. They just suck, and it just made me love them. Like these guys came out the same time Transformers came out, and so this was like an instant like forget about it, right? I mean, they're fucking robots with suction cups on the bottom, and that's it. And the arms move. Big fucking deal. That's all they do. And they had to go up against Transformers when they came out. They suck. And so I love them.
Those are dope, dude.
Rock Lords, like, who the fuck wants a robot that turns into a rock? No kid wants that. That's why they're awesome.
Dude, if anything, they're sick as all hell. I don't think I think if anything, the marketing team on that is who needs to be slapping themselves across the face. Those toys would have sold way friggin' better if kids just understood what the hell was going on.
Probably so, but it's like if I were a kid and they gave me the Rock Lords, I would have been like, "Oh, it's a sick robot and it transforms what into like a car or a plane? Oh no, a rock. A rock? I mean, it's like a crummy commercial, right? It's like fine. It's like using your fucking secret decoder ring to decode the Ovaltine commercial and find out that that's what it is, a commercial. It's just like that disappointment. That's kind of how I would have felt as a kid with Rock Lord.
Fair enough, man.
These are all my, when Palisades redid the Micronauts line in 02, I went back about 2 or 3 years ago and got on the second market. I got everything I could. And man, I love them. I think they're fucking great. And this guy, they did the colors of Arcturus Rand from the comic book, but they couldn't say that that's who it was because of licensing. But anyway.
What the fuck?
Some of that. So my Micronauts, that's my second favorite.
No.
Vintage line.
No. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
came up, I saw them all there along the wall, but damn.
Love me some Micronauts.
Have you seen the Toy Raider new release of the Micronaut line?
Toy Raider. It sounds
It's like
familiar,
a-
but I can't.
Somebody in the Glywis community is currently basically doing a run of that.
Oh,
stuff.
really?
I just don't know if you'd seen any of like their takes on the Micronauts, but dude, and let's be real, man. Micronauts 1, hard to find. 2, pricey, dude. Oh my fuck, you got the series 2, the Egyptian stuff?
Yep. I got a lot of it. These are the Micronauta. They were Italian and they came out, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago, but Pusshead designed them. You know, the artist Pusshead used to do like these
Yeah.
roll out skateboards. That's what they are, Microbata. That's it. I gotta run downstairs and let the dogs in real quick.
Yeah, of course, man. Oh my
Just take 1
goodness.
second, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Do what you gotta do. Man. Dude, that room was so sick. I was definitely not expecting that little cabinet to go up to a whole set of stairs. I thought like maybe it'd be like a little sitting room that was larger than a closet. I was not expecting a full fucking treehouse.
Dude. That dude's collection is bananas, dude. You know what I really like about this is that I look around at my shit and I go, see, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. There's other people out here who fucking dwarf my collection, dude. This is amazing.
I wouldn't
This is
say I
great,
dwarf.
dude.
I definitely don't dwarf your collection. I just have a lot of room to display it because I own my house and I live here alone. So, you know,
But dude, like your commercial stuff, like I could live 3 more lifetimes and I would never have anything remotely close to the inventory that you have, dude. It's amazing.
I appreciate it.
Well, and you know what I'm loving, dude? You're a great guest to have in, where it's a prime example where it's like they're memory palaces for a lot of us. These aren't like these aren't just like even commercial toys. They aren't just pieces of plastic that were cheap. I get like a lot of people are like, well, they made them in thousands. It's like, yeah, and then they got broken and lost and put in landfills, and there's very few left. And I will fight this till the day I fucking die, man. A toy is actually encompassing all the things that actually involve art. Most of the time it's a sculpt and paint and like all these other things. And somebody's job was to sit there doing that. And so like, and then when we watch Toys That Made Us, our homies are now doing what these guys were doing on a desk.
Totally. The way that a good figure makes me feel is exactly the same way I feel when I see a piece of art that moves me. It gives me the exact same feeling. It's art.
The same feeling, the same curiosity, the same like all these questions bubble in your brain of like why they went with this, what the colors, where it's from, what the maybe, and then you start even seeing sometimes influences of their work or other artists in their work.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's just a treat.
I'm pumped about all the shit I have, and just, I mean, it's like it's hard to not see myself as being materialistic, but it's not about that. Like I'm not like don't touch it, or it can't have flaws. Like it's just stuff, you know, it's stuff, big deal, but it makes me happy.
So the reality is that some people can actually have a better ability with object permanence, and they don't need little reminders of the people and the things around them that link them to a moment in time or a past or anything like that. But some people have a much more difficulty with object permanence, and whether somebody gets that or not, it can really assist with feeling comfortable and feeling like you're
Yeah.
almost quote unquote nesting when you're around things that bring you comfort, man. That's dope as
Absolutely.
shit, homie.
Is that a dead greedy piece up there in the center?
Yeah, I was gonna say I got a few custom stuff mixed in with all this that I want to point out to give credit, but yeah,
Nice.
2 dead greedy things. Let's see.
Those
That's
are cool,
Toy
man.
Buzz Biz. It's Toy Buzz Biz Toy Buzz Biz did that. It's Chris Starr as a Micronaut. Right? Like Chris
That's
Starr.
good, dude.
Yeah. And then of course Dark Rainbow there.
Oh, fuck.
And this guy, I haven't done a post about yet, but this is a prime example of the altruism of ToyzAlive, where Dark Rainbow submitted this for you guys to give away, and you all gave it away to Bliss Receptor won it, but Bliss Receptor told Brian to send it to me because he remembered when the drop happened, I missed out on it and I wanted it. So it's like, so Brian sends it to me. And that's just generosity, like 4 or 5 degrees of generosity, you know? I mean, it's just amazing. So
That is beautiful, man. I love that shit. Fuck yeah, man. And then that toy
Dude,
means
you know what?
more to you now, you know?
Are those both Dark Rainbow right there, or just the one on the right?
they both are actually. When he did that drop, I got a few good pieces. I'll show you when we get to them.
That's cool that like that looks like it's a variant almost. You know what I mean? They're not identical.
But he sent me this one. He sent me this with the stuff I ordered. I didn't order this guy. He's static. And I guess he just knew that I missed out on that guy. He sent me this with my stuff.
That's
And he's
dope.
awesome, but he
What a
doesn't
guy.
hold a candle to that one, obviously. So
But it's almost now even more beautiful to have one of each. You've almost got like this static AP to be able to put next to the like. Oh, that's horny, dude.
yeah.
Literally, they're horny
This is
too.
my
Cool.
Atari from when I was a kid. My Atari 2600 and the games I had. So it's the same one. Still have it. And this is when I got to the end of Pitfall, I took a picture of the screen to prove it and sent it in and got my Activision Explorer blood patch. That would have been probably like 83 or 84, I guess.
Oh my goodness, man.
You guys remember? Well, you may. Crumbs, you're probably too young. Brian may remember.
Brian might.
D&D Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well,
If you ever run across these for cheap, pick them up because they're starting to go for stupid fucking.
even just
Really?
because the artwork in them, even man,
Wow.
they're famous people that they were just nobodies drawing in for them, and now they're huge.
Wow.
You know, one of the main guys is from Kentucky. Larry, I think his name's Larry Elmore, and he's the one that did that art.
Oh,
Class.
He's from Kentucky, and a friend of mine took his daughter to senior prom in high school,
wow. That's
Yeah.
cool.
and that's all my old D&D stuff that I've got from when I was a kid. All the old shit. That's a Sweet Warriors. I think
Whoa.
it was Mezco or NECA did that like 20 years ago.
Oh wow, that's cool. I've never seen that.
So there's that. Oh, here's a little more Micronauts
What is it?
ships.
Oh my god, dude.
That's the
Man.
Terrafont, and that's and Terrafont has a piece in the neck that Colin made for me on his 3D printer at work so that I could make this like it was broken neck joint. I didn't know how I was going to fix it, and Colin printed one up for me. How cool is that?
Nice.
Too
Brian, you
cool.
sent me that.
I did.
Um,
Dude, let me ask you something about your collection. Would you say that the majority of your stuff is from when you were a kid, or it's stuff that you've purchased afterwards?
oh, the majority of it is stuff I've purchased in the past 5 years, probably.
Okay, cool. So when
Yeah.
you're collecting like that, do you usually focus in on one line and try to like complete or like get a lot of one line, or you're just kind of
No.
building, like when you buy
Some people do it that way,
buy
but
it.
I there's too many things that I think are cool that
Yeah.
I like. So
Yeah.
you know, the lines that I have a lot of stuff of, like Star Wars and Micronauts, those are just my favorites. So I go whole hog on that. But then you'll see here in a minute, there's other lines that I just have some pieces of because I like it a lot and I came across them cheap. I've got like about 40 eBay alerts set up that every morning when I check my email, I get all these alerts.
That's the first thing you
most
do.
of the time, it's not worth it because everybody gets the same alerts. But if you're really on top of it, you can get some good shit cheap, and that's kind of what I've been doing. So that Astro bass there, that Micronauts Astro bass, when I got it, they sent me the ratted up pieces of the box it came in, and I just salvaged one side of it and framed it.
Yeah,
nice. That is cool.
Yeah. Really
do
cool.
Do you clean your pieces when they come in?
Oh yeah. Because they're nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soap and water, man. Big time.
Especially those ones, like some of them are like what, 50 years old at this point, more.
Yeah, and just gross. And it's probably got like fucking boogers and shit on it. I mean,
juice and diaper shit.
So these are all the mostly Super 7 that are the throwback to the Remco Universal Monsters card backs.
Yeah, very cool.
This guy.
Is that Stanfield?
I fucking love Octora. Yes, dude, that's Stanfield.
I got that.
ToyzAlive? Did you end up getting that from one of the early ones?
That's right.
Jeez Louise. That's like one of the first like 5 episodes.
Man. I don't know if you remember, but the first like 2 months of ToyzAlive, it was a race between me and Colin for who was winning them. Like the first 2 months, like I was neck and neck.
Well, you were the only two watching.
Yeah, probably. But then he was just like, okay, that was fun, JazzWiz, but I'm gonna go ahead and just knock it out. And
you took every prize from there on out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, what we do now is we just take half of the giveaways for every month. We put them into a separate has-been box, and we just send them off so you guys don't get all about it.
Exactly. Some Tron. That's Geezer periodicals.
Oh dang, dude! Not gonna we haven't seen any of those in a while.
Yeah, he did some his Mego stuff is incredible.
Underrated painter, man. His paint apps were so underrated when he was making toys. It's unfortunate. He was such a good painter, dude.
Yeah, he the articulation on these, I guess kind of made it up on his own. It's like stretch cord or whatever.
Okay, yeah. He's like a pull cord like you'd see in like the wooden Russian marionette dolls.
Yeah.
Dope.
So Super 7 obviously gets a lot of my money, but I can't help it.
Well, like you said, that worst series is what? Oh my fuck, dude.
Those are all.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. There it is.
This is most of my comics. I collect single issues from the 80s and before. So this is all up through the 80s, basically.
Hey, what's that big giant blue robot thing on the ground there? I just like that, but I'm not familiar.
That's the Micronauts case.
Okay, I've never seen a Micronauts case.
Yeah.
Huge. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I can do this one-handed, but
that's what they all say.
So
that's
unlike
huge.
the case with lots, remember the Micronauts had the hole in the back?
Yeah.
And that's what these pegs are for.
Oh man.
And then there's also some on the outside, so it's technically like a play set. But,
right.
And it's got wheels on the bottom.
You can wheel your dude.
Yeah. Hey guys, who wants to play Micronauts? So pretty cool.
Man.
Right, Poppy?
Sorry to make you take that apart. Hey, Poppy, what up, dude?
No, it's fine. There's a lot of the custom carded stuff that I have, which was kind of what I started getting when I started getting custom stuff. And then as rooms stopped allowing me, I had to kind of stop getting carded stuff.
That's a smart idea for the carded figs, though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
love it.
It's mostly Sucklord, but except for a couple Gulagabas and
nice. I have that. Yeah, Fato.
But like let's see, Sucklord. That's Albert Reyes. Delicious again, Peter.
Oh, nice.
Sucklord.
And where did you get the spinning displays, my good man?
The garbage.
Perfect.
I found in people's garbage. Pretty much anything display wise I have is I've either made it or put it together out of garbage
Wow.
because I'm cheap. I'd rather spend
Dude,
money on
they look great. They look great.
Cool. Thank you.
I know that you can buy them, but they're not cheap.
No, they're not. And it's kind of a challenge too when you can't just buy exactly what you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To kind of make it all fit and work. But Suck Lord. God, who did that? I forgot. But this is a kick-ass piece.
Oh yeah, man.
And it's based on a, I think Russian or Czech or one of those Eastern European-esque countries. It was their Star Wars poster.
Oh, bro, that's gonna bug me on who that is, man.
It's well, here I'll just look. It's Uppercut Party Toys.
There you go, Uppercut Party.
And
wow, that was cool.
That's Yo-Yo Dine, Presented Jim, Suck Lord, Gulagaba. That's another kick-ass Geezer periodicals piece. Love it.
Nice.
Titty, of course.
Nice.
That's
Prentler.
It's Nekosatsu.
Nekosatsu. Yeah, it looked like that titty bean in Prentler.
Oh, that's what that is. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Suck Lord. Yo-Yo Dine.
Yeah.
That rack. Oh, except for I think I missed this one. Yeah, the Ewoks. Love it.
Oh hell yeah.
And pretty much more Suck Lord on this one. It's just a lot of Suck Lord and a little bit of more of the worst. I get a lot of Suck Lord of the Rings stuff because I'm a Lord of the Rings fanatic. In fact, my only tattoo is a Lord of the Rings tattoo. Colin's work.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh yeah, the VHS Crypt. Fuck the Police, Fisher Price. That's great. Oh, this is a sweet Suck Lord there. A couple more Suck Lords. Some vintage Star Wars. And then some of that Super 7 goodie stuff. Flash Gordon, that's about, I don't know, 20 years ago, I guess. Barrio Boba. Oh, let me run back over here because I hate that I forgot to mention this. I got all my Barrio Boba.
Oh yeah. Nice.
I mix in a lot of the custom stuff with some of the collections and then I forget to mention it. Biggie was being kept warm in the Tauntaun. Some more Star Wars and Mork and Mindy. Oh, that's Retro Gimmick.
Nice. That's a cool one.
Some vintage Kenner 12-inch stuff. What's his face? The guy that fights Hypnos. I can't remember. But, you'd squeeze him and his blood would circulate. And then, of course, the Ideal Star Toys knockoff there. Got another Spice Drizzy piece there. ROM. More Star Wars. This Sonic Phaser is from one of my things from when I was a kid. This space gun thing still works, actually, if I put a 9-volt in it. It's fucking awesome. And I don't know why my mom saved this, but I found it at her house about 10 years ago and about shit my pants. So, yeah, I was thrilled. Those are those kick-ass vintage Star Wars. You have these rip cords, right? And then you rip it and set it down, they'd race. And they came with like cones and stuff to crash into, but I don't have them.
Those paint apps on there are beautiful.
Aren't they? They're sick, man. So cool. You know what else is cool is the snap together model kits they made back then for Star Wars. Also really good looking. I need to get some.
I think I only have the one. I've got Jabba's Dungeon, but that's it.
Then I got those are my carded versions of the heavy metal stuff. Got some more Spice Dream. Spice Dream.
Oh, that's like one of my favorite Spice Dreams up there. That blue. I'm blue. Are you too? The
Oh, that
R2D2?
one.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
first
Oh,
thing
yeah.
I got from him. Yeah, that's when I first started talking to him, it was because I bought this piece and I just awesome stuff. Just a bunch of Godzilla kind of modern stuff, whatever. That's the pet memorial there.
That is one powerful looking shelf you have there, good sir.
Yeah, that's a bunch of carded stuff that I just have to have boxed up because I don't have room for it. That's
B
a
knows
really
about that. I have no idea about that, but B knows about that.
oh, don't mind if I do.
Oh no, me.
Some more Dark Rainbow.
Oh, nice.
And these comic boxes are also full of carded figures that I just don't have room to stick anywhere. These are slick as shit. That is Pumpkin Pop Toys. It's a sweet. It's a Tron
That's
Luke Skywalker
dope.
mash.
Yeah, that's cool.
This retro gimmick. And that R2, it's got a computer chip in it. Like a computer board.
Cast it in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Poppy wants everybody to know that she worships at Zymot also. And she's eating.
Man, Poppy is gorgeous, dude.
And she's a sweetheart. She's a total sweetheart. She's a Beagle Chick Hound mix. And there's a bunch more store-bought stuff, basically, except for that. That's retro gimmick.
But you know, I kind of like that you have your some of your indie stuff tied in with the commercial stuff because it goes to show just how how impressive some of these handmade items are, man. Like literally, you can put them right beside a store bought, and the only they just flow right in there from the backer to the clamshell to the painted up toy. Fuck, that's impressive shit.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I mean, if you're just scanning across, it's really indistinguishable for the most part. But and you know what else? It also, one of the reasons I love Super 7 so much is because of their card backs. And so it's like you've got this corporate company with the store-bought stuff who's making really cool card backs. So it kind of, and then it flows into the awesome custom-made stuff, which also is kick-ass art card backs. I mean, it's just it's almost a seamless. Yeah.
Well, let's be honest, man. Super 7 crew is totally watching what the indie toy scene is up to. And if the worst isn't an indication of that, then I don't know what is.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. Fisher Price Adventure People. I love the Adventure People. Because those were the first action figures, not these in particular, but just Fisher Price Adventure People were the first things I ever had, even before Star Wars.
That is such an impressive toy, man. Both those vehicles and the characters in there are so impressive. And
it's just nuts. And it's got this pops open.
Oh no.
And this dude comes out.
Oh no.
And then this pops open.
No.
That rolls out. It's awesome, man. And
look at that fucking sculpt on that little monster.
What's that?
Sorry, just the sculpt on that little monster is dope. Shit, dude.
It's kind of rubber squishy, but so they're connected. And if I put it on the ground and rolled it, this piece would turn like a radar. And then there's another one that's supposed to go here, but I'm still trying to locate it. And then it's actually battery powered. You can turn it on, it goes on its own. And this is all my Lord of the Rings stuff because I'm a fanatic. There's my super incomplete Knickerbocker stuff.
Man, your Resin gem right up below.
Gem right there.
Beautiful, homie.
Nice.
The rest of this is just Lord of the Rings.
Yo, wait. I know it's store-bought, but what's that one on that middle shelf? I'm so sorry, man. Right there. Yeah. Right. Yeah. What is that?
That was when Fellowship of the Ring came out, the movie. This was part of the Burger King had the food license or whatever. And this was their Happy Meal toys. And you had to get each one. These are separate pieces. And each one does something. None of them do it anymore, but when you bought it and you'd push the button, it would either make a noise like a line from the movie, or it would light up, or there was a third thing it would do. And then you had, I think you had to mail away to get the ring in the middle. And they all attach. And when the battery still works, you'd rotate it, the ring, and it would click on each one. Well, some of them still work, and it would activate whatever it did. So like, that's Elron talking. And of course, it sounds funny because the batteries are going. Yeah.
See, and for some people, the mail away is why they're like, I'm not going to collect any of these. The best part, I've got to mail away for it. Jazz goes, a challenge. Dude,
yeah, I was like, every week I was like, I don't need the food, just give me the toy.
Everybody in the chat is saying you got a TKO on that Knickerbocker for your Lord of the Rings. Everybody's saying that's just like, that's the grail, like the creme de la creme, apparently.
Yeah. These things are hard to get for under $100, and, like, not complete. Like, none of these have any of the weapons they're supposed to have. They're in pretty crummy shape, actually. But, I mean, it's all I can afford. That's fine. I love them, you know. And they're from the 1979 Bakshi animated movie. Oh, Burger King also did these goblets that light up at the base. They're awesome. I got some more Fisher Price here. I just got the Fisher Price the TV thing recently, and I'll post it. I'll post about it at some point. But excuse me, when it's set up, it's huge and awesome, and there's so much stuff in there that you take out and build like scaffolding with TV cameras and all this stuff. I mean, just awesome. That's kick ass. I love that
so fun.
That's almost like the Hydra symbol for Marvel, but that's Fisher Price back in.
Gorgeous condition, man.
Yeah. Battlestar Galactica. Excuse me a minute while I shoot this down my throat and die, so we can't have Boba Fett firing his rocket. That's my Fortress of the Navarone that I had when I was a kid for Green Army Men. I've still got all the Army Men too, but they're just boxed up.
Yeah.
Who gave me that? One of my uncles had it. I have two uncles that are only 6 years older than me, and so that's how I got into a lot of this stuff as a kid. Was just, you know, they'd give me stuff. So that's how I got that. I'm sure you recognize a lot of that. That curl there, that's excuse me. It's extra truck restoration Baron. Love that.
Yo,
the rest of it's stuff. And that's my that's my heavy metal magazine collection. I'm a big fan, but not current day because they like to fucking everybody. But monster stuff, heavy metal toys. These are custom. Retro Band used to, and then that Lochnar, that's by It Went Bad. Excuse me. And got some more Fisher Price down here. Right, Poppy? Poppy likes Fisher Price.
Just even the colors.
Stuff. Those are carded Secret Wars figures. Magneto and Doom.
Jeez Louise, homie.
Oh, here's a little something for Death Strawberries. Zoop.
Oh my goodness.
These I don't have room to even hang yet. I got some kick ass. I mean, that's fucking just sick, man.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I mean, where do you put the, like, your walls are now toys everywhere.
I know. This is just storage, but I do have my G.I. Joe collection here because I don't have room to display it. That's what all those are.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. Those are all the Healy maids that I didn't have room to put out. They're mostly like the prototypes and blanks.
The Healy maids I didn't have room to put out. I would like to have these Heelys on display, but there's just no room for them.
I'd like to get them painted and then display them.
Oh, man, there you go.
Some more vintage stuff. That's the skull, whatchamacallit, from Voltron.
Oh my
coffee
fuck, bro.
Some D&D stuff, some Imperial Dragons. War Duke and his horse. And that's a War Duke Glios that God Beast did. Spice Dreams at Decon.
Beautiful.
I posted about this over the winter, and the most likes I've ever gotten on any post was this thing, and it's a Star Wars mini rig painted up to look like a Red Shadows action force vehicle.
Yeah, you basically found like a kid's custom.
Yeah, I got on eBay. I bought the lot because it had some action force figures I wanted, and this just happened to come with it. Like, and I just was kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then when I got it, I was like, holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's beautiful, dude. That's dope as shit.
And those are those worst figures, the Star Wars worst ones that I had loose downstairs. But those are them carded.
Just
vintage
doobies.
stuff, vintage mash carded, Mighty Crusaders, Crystar, the other Robo Force, not the first one. Some Lord of the Rings customs there. So and we're getting close to the end, I promise.
Oh, that's the awesome.
More Fisher Price.
Jeez, dude.
Yuckamuk sent me this guy after he posted about it. I sent him. I asked him what it was because it reminded me of this robot, which is Playmobil, and so he just sent it to me.
The colors, dude.
I got the two Brainoids. I got both of them with the orange arm on the right and the orange arm on the left.
Well, now you can actually rip the arm off and put it on the right guy, and that way the dude has his two red arms. The other guy has his two right arms.
Yeah, right, exactly. I just haven't done it.
Problem solved.
Right. Flash the Titans. More Crystar.
Oh my fuck. Those Crystars are gorgeous, dude.
And that's a Toy Buzz Biz right there. And then
No
the rest.
doubt.
That dude does super clean work.
Yeah. Steel Monsters. Back
Ooh,
in the back there, got some RoboCop and some robotics, some black holes, some Battlestar Galactica.
Oh,
More of that. More
oh dude.
little MASH helicopter. Knight Rider. These are a bunch of like the static custom stuff that a lot of these, almost everything in here came from the homies in the chat. Just about. Got a lot of has-been up there.
Oh, man. That's a feel-good looking shelf.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everybody's represented here. I feel like.
Are those Gumbies? Are those Skip Bro?
Yes. No, those are Moldy Bros from Louisville.
Moldy Bros. There you go.
Dude,
There you go.
Moldy Bros got some rad shit. Underrated homie for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He hadn't done much in the past year or so, but I think he's got some stuff he's working on that's going to come out. So.
And he might even sell some stuff kid on the store.
Didn't you win that Reptar on the show?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's fun. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was that and this guy.
Yeah, Retro Zone Neon.
Yes, Retro Zone Neon. Yeah.
Jinx, personal Jinx, you owe me a soda. Sorry.
That's Plagued Earth. This is the guy. I call this. I can't remember. This is like the Sliz incapacitator, or I can't remember off the top of my head. But I call him the Inception with dicks guy because he's a dick. He's a penis that has a penis, and that penis has a penis. It was like Inception.
Oh my goodness.
Dano Brown lighters, which cracked me up.
Oh, those are so
yeah.
cool. Dude.
Congrats, dude. Those are good grabbies.
Yeah.
Super funny.
I want the knife.
More some Pocket Salsa tribute stuff, some Drazees.
Nice.
Pocket Salsa right there. This is the
Yep, all the goodies.
Sorry, dude.
Remco Universal Monsters. Guys that just like to masturbate.
We call them crumdings.
And Psycho Gorman.
Oh, sick dick fuck. What is that?
Did you ever see that movie Psycho Gorman that came out a couple years ago?
No.
It was like this independent like sci-fi horror movie. And these figures were done by is Jimmy Folklore in the chat? He could tell you. They also did the Time Bandit.
So good.
That's who did them. And then those are the in the back. Let's see. That's a prototype that it was going to be wave 2 of this guy, but they never did it. But I was able to score this from one of those guys in China. And then
Oh yeah, one of those dudes. I got one of those dudes too.
So yeah, Psycho Gorman, good stuff. I believe Jimmy Folklore sent me that years ago. Oh, that's a little Tim Barron designed this.
A Tin Baron art form, little mini tech deck. Get the fuck out.
It's Robo Skull. You know, the Action Force thing. I guess it's some company that's trying. I don't even know what they're doing. They're doing something with Robo Skull, but he did this little design that for them. And it was only like $10. So I was like, oh, you kidding me? This is my third favorite vintage line, Dragon Riders of the Styx. It would probably go up higher, except that it's the absolute worst fucking toy ever created for standing up straight. Like, and I won't drill into them. And I mean, it took me probably 4 hours to get all these guys to stand up without falling down. Now you'll see some customs mixed in there.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Some Pamro. Nice.
And that's Dark Rainbow. There's another Dark Rainbow back there. You'll notice that this guy has Creature from the Black Lagoon hands.
That's so good. Oh, fuck, that's good.
DJ Solo is awesome figures.
Nice.
Oh, fuck, that, down in, like, oh, shit, where is he? Poland?
No, I think he's like Chicago.
I know nothing.
Same thing.
This, you'll see there is one guy, one Ghoulies the Ogre that's on a stand. And that's because Twin Dig Toys cast and painted this replacement leg for him. And so I was like, well, I got no problem drilling up in that piece. So
Fuck yeah, dog.
Yeah.
That's a dope way of doing it.
And there's a piece of pocket salsa wall back there.
Oh, nice.
There's those. There's another Bindi. Jimmy sent me that, and I believe he sent me that one also. And
oh, I love that, dude.
Yeah, 18 vintage with some of the baddies, and then modern Hellboy back there, and then some vintage Mighty Crusaders. That's all just Hellboy stuff. And then here's a good example of the seamless blend. So you got 3 Super 7 Hellboy figures that blend right into Delicious Again Peter Dagobah. It's a Yoda Hellboy.
Almost seamlessly, almost.
Yeah.
Just like blink. Oh.
This is a Bozo the Clown ventriloquist doll that I've had since I was 5.
That's terrifying, and nobody should have ever bought that for you.
Yeah, well, what kind of 5-year-old wants a ventriloquist doll at the end?
One who's super horny and just wants to fuck things.
It's some fucking weird kid. Few more vintage customs back here.
The Epoch, nice.
Oh, dude, those color on that purple blue guy back there. No, that's fun. I know that one. As if you've got that, man.
I loved it. You know how long he had this, and without somebody buying it?
I know. Like, and he also has them in his store too. He's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not that expensive for what it is.
No, It's awesome. It is. It's one of the first things I bought on Instagram, actually.
That's a beautiful piece. Dude, a wooden R2-D2 hand painted with that back. But come on.
Yeah.
Rad shit, dude.
These are 2
oh yes,
Darth Vader bootleg figures with Cape Master capes.
And the Cape Master capes is a dope little touch.
Yeah, they work great.
There should be a blue one of that series as well if you're ever go looking for it. There's a blue, and I believe there might be a red, but there's definitely a blue.
That's a blacklight reactive Frazetta poster, Death Dealer. Pretty slick.
So in other words, you've just spermed all over that frame enough.
Right. I don't want to show you it with the black light because you'll just see all the jism on it.
Mm. You know, that's probably fucking gorgeous, man. I'm even just looking at that, like joking aside
really
about all this stupidness, I bet that's just radiant.
Oh, it's amazing. This is what all my vintage cases, except for those. But this is where I keep all the vintage lines that I don't have room to put out. Like it's a bunch of Star Wars, and then Action Force, Voltron, more Black Hole, Star Trek, Tonka stuff, Zomex Metalman, Sergeant Rock, Remco, my D&D vintage stuff, Bionic 6, MASH, Buck Rogers, Lobots, shit like that. More Fisher Price. There's a sweet Robo Force vintage Robo Cruiser in the box. Scored that. I was very lucky. Got my Superpowers figures in the Superpowers case. Slick.
Oh. Dude, your handle's not broken. Everybody's handle's broken in the middle or in the side.
Check this thing out. I got this from Cape Master recently. Look at that. How cool is that?
That's really cool, but I'll be honest, even if I had that, I'd be rolling joints on that so fast it'd be fucked.
And then, of course, the two classic Star Wars bootleg cases.
Dude, the
My favorite things. Two of my favorite bootleg, like legit bootleg, not custom.
Yeah.
bootleg.
No, yeah, like OG, people were trying to make some money.
And then this one is the one that Buzzard Guts that's doing the figures of.
Yeah.
So
I was
I've got
glad.
3 of them, but I just don't have room to display them, so they're in a box. So like of all the stuff that you've seen, I've still got probably another maybe third of it boxed up that I just don't have room for.
You need a bigger house, dude.
This see that door there, and then that door down there, they
That
connect.
connects. Oh my goodness. Was your house a school? Was that a cloakroom back there? Is that where you put your little jackets and your like what is this?
No, this is where we hid from the Nazis in World War II.
Sorry. I mean, you're in the States. You're a little south. Might not have been Nazis, homie.
But here, check this out. Tell me how rad this is. All right, so I'm sure that everybody's nodding off.
No,
Okay, so
I'm literally hearing chugga 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 noises.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like posters and stuff that I don't have room to hang up. They're all sick as hell. It's
I
all
like
like Star
how
Wars
that's-
posters and shit.
That's the point we're at in the tour. We're not even anymore looking at his stuff. He's like, this is all the really rad, vintage, rare shit you all wish you could find online. I'm just hoarding in my fucking closet. I don't have room.
Right. It's all in my closet. So you see the light that I turned on down there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But those boxes are a lot of like custom bootleg carded things that I just don't have room to display.
Dude, your house is a really cool layout, but like, holy frick, man, the work you've put in over X amount of time to curate it into this, like this, astounding, man. This looks like some kind of like, store.
This is kind of cool. Those doors there. Well, I'll show you it here in a second, but once you go in there, it extends, it goes behind here to that wall, and then it goes in the other direction behind all that.
Like
And
a
it
huge
even goes
walk-in
behind
closet
this room
almost.
right here.
Oh my
What
goodness.
the hell?
What's cool is it doesn't look like it just looks like a little tiny coat closet. See? Right? You'd be like, okay, yeah, great, 4 coats. But then it's fucking Narnia, dog.
Dude, I don't mean to be rude, but now the more that we're getting through your house, I'm just picturing
wow.
a terrifying horror movie of kids and demons, and like this is one of those houses you see on a horror flick where you're like, no house is built like this. Where are those people running right now? That doesn't exist. No house has a door that randomly leads over and around an attic stairway that's above the kitchen.
You know what thrills me about doing this is that I've lived in this house. I bought this house 21 years ago. I've lived here the entire time. And tonight, more people have seen these passageways than in the 21 years I've lived here.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you all allowing me to share this because I just don't ever get to show this stuff to people.
Man, you have no idea how excited I was all day, and I still could not have began to fathom this. Dude, you have, the smiles that you have provided in the room here tonight. I'm sure there's so many people that have seen things they haven't thought about or seen in years, and then a whole bunch of us that have just never seen these. Oh.
I'm glad to hear it. Oh,
and dude, your home is just gorgeous, dude. All the carpets, like your aesthetic is beautiful. You try and undersell like the shelving displays you've made, but like you've really made it work, man. It's gorgeous, dude.
I appreciate it. That's about it, man. I mean, there's stuff just stashed under things like this bench,
It's just never ending
over there, but I just don't always have the room. So that's pretty much it. We'll skip the basement. That's where I have the bulk of the records stored.
So in other words, we're gonna have to bring you in another night.
Well, yeah, but not for a long time because
okay.
I strapped my load by showing you all the cool stuff tonight. Everything else is just, it's not as cool.
If anything, we're gonna start forcing you to come in on nights we've got like Tycho Tacos and I Need Toy coming in anyways, and we're gonna have you start playing with the big dogs and hanging out with all the homies, man. You're a fucking hoot, dude. Man, okay, you are a fucking character, dude. The fake Newtons around the house, I think, were driving everybody up the wall with laughs, dude.
Good. Glad to hear it, man.
Dude, that is one of the most insane collections I have ever seen, dude. And everything is laid out so fucking nice. Yeah, dude, that's beautiful. I actually just got one of those. Those are great.
Yeah, I just got it too. I had to wear it, man.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's beautiful.
Is he in Kentucky too?
No, he's up in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So even though there's that distance between you guys have actually been pretty good friends in this toy scene for quite a while.
Yeah, we've never lived in the same city. We just met through bands, being in bands, like
playing in shows, traveling, knowing the same people.
Yeah.
And then finding out that you both nerd out.
Jimmy was in fucking Elf Power. That's a big deal, man. It is.
What? I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's a band that
was actually good.
Yeah. They toured. They were Vic Chestnut's backing band for a while and put out a ton of records. And there's that recent Elephant Six documentary that's out right now, and they're in it. I think Jimmy did some work for them. Did you do this? Is Jimmy in the chat right now?
He's probably chilling in the chat there.
I guess Jimmy's not playing with them still, but still does stuff for them, like videos.
Little mixing and mastering or editing.
One of the most understated, modest people that I've ever met. I mean, he has done some crazy cool shit, and you just would never know unless you just drag it out of him.
And even when he does say it, it's very, very humble. Like the odd thing I have actually received, it's very just kind of like, well, I mean, I did a little bit of something on this that you might, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. He's the kind of guy that it's like, if he has kids, I bet his wife is the one that has to punish him. Like, I know he has kids. I'm not if he has kids, but I just can't imagine him being like cracking the whip at all, He'd just be like, well, that probably wasn't the best decision you made. So anyway.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I almost feel spent at this point.
I feel spent.
Is there anything you'd like to shoot our way before I kick you out of here, homie, and we talk about you and your beautiful collection without you?
No, I appreciate you guys having me on so much, and I appreciate everybody sitting through 2 hours of me just yammering and shaky phone showing stuff. And yeah, man,
that was amazing, dude. Oh, bro, that was so dude, I'll say that I didn't know that we were getting that tour, first of all, today. But holy shit, man, that's probably one of the best I've ever seen. Like, no bullshit, man. And like, I'll say it again, dude, it's not just the content, but it's the way that you have everything laid out, dude. You should be charging people admission to walk through your house, dude. Like, no bullshit.
You know what? I would just be happy for somebody to show up and want to see it and hang out. So,
oh my God, dude.
If you're in town, you need to come over.
Bro,
right?
Mothman, get over there, dude. Holy shit.
Get the hell over there. If anything, dude, it's almost like you need to get Dustin over at E2K to organize an event. Everybody will meet up there. They got a little bus. They'll drive down to JazzWizzard. Everybody can slowly funnel on in, you know? Oh.
Yep.
Man.
Oh,
that was impressive, dude.
Soft drink. Ale 81. Local soft drink. It's the best.
Huh. Never heard of that.
Dude, you are so charming.
Yeah. It looks like beer, but I don't drink beer anymore, so.
Oh, there you go.
Does it taste like beer or does it actually taste good?
No, it tastes like pop. Yeah, it's good.
Fuck
it
yeah.
tastes like it's like the secret ingredient is ginger. So it's like a sweet ginger ale.
Mm.
Oh. See, every time I ask people, they always say love. Sorry, that was a bad one.
Here's sobriety here for me, by the way.
Nice.
Congratulations to you, sir. And you know what? Like, dude, you're going to know better than anybody, right? It is not an easy road. And I think I'm very proud of you for being able to say that. And I'm sure there's actually some homies in the chat and in the toy scene that might even be nice for them to hear, because I think all of us at some regard have maybe had difficulties with that stuff. To know you've got another homie fighting that fight is always lovely, dude.
I know for a fact there's some homies because I've talked to them about it. And anybody that has told me their sobriety date, I've written it down without them probably knowing that I wrote it down, so that I can. In fact, I know of a certain uncle that likes to spank in Georgia that's got one coming up here in a couple months.
Nice. And how long was yours, dude? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
13 years ago.
Look at you, man. Good
Yeah.
for you, bro. That's fucking awesome.
No nothing. No drinking, no smoking, nothing.
Nice. Good for you, dude.
Look at this though.
Yeah. Like, that being said, my hands are still full, if you know what I mean.
That's right. That's right. I mean, it's like if you don't smoke anymore, you got to have something to do with your hands.
Once a dopamine fiend, always a dopamine fiend.
Right. I told Yuckamuck that I was when I came on camera tonight, I was just, instead of doing anything with toys, I was just going to sit here and edge.
Well, if anything, I just kind of assumed. I assumed that's what all the clicking and rattling was happening at the very beginning when you first came in. I thought you had to get your belt on real fast, you know, pull the pants up and.
Yeah. No, I had to sit there with those masks on, and God, I was pouring sweat too, man. Jesus.
Oh, man.
You were a hoot, dude. That actually had us all dying, homie. Jazz, you know how it goes, dude. It was a pleasure. We loved having you in, dude, and you know the drill, dog.
Boom. Dude. That was amazing.
Astounding.
Dude, oh man, what a cool freaking house, dude. Just to walk through that, it's just like around every corner, you're just like, holy shit, man. And not just the toys, dude, the records, the CDs. I mean, the secret passages. I think somebody in the chat said, dude, that's like a Prohibition, like bootleg runner's house, dude. That's exactly what that is.
110%. You're so right. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. But dude, I've never seen anything set up like that before, dude. Straight up. I haven't seen it. I'm sure it exists.
JazzWizzard wins ToyzAlive. Yes, he does. Sorry, guys. That's the bar now. You better have a pile of things
100%.
everywhere.
And like I said, dude, I'm like looking around my room going, oh man, I got a long ways to go before I can consider myself like, all right, this is out of hand. That was very positive in that sense.
What's funny is even earlier today, he was kind of like, I'm not a maker, so I don't know. Like, you want me to just kind of pick around some of my stuff? I'm like, dude, you know what? where we'll bring you in, we'll chat, we'll probe, we'll see some of your stuff. Then it's just kind of like, you're like, what the
2 hours
fuck,
later, we're
dude?
just like, what the hell was that? Oh man.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Hey,
And everything's so clean and
oh,
displayed nicely and nice lines,
yeah.
dude.
PK
Oh
Maves, that's
man.
been logged in my brain, homie. I made the comment. I'm like, dude, do you wipe those down? How do you keep the dust down? He's like, I just wipe them when I can. I'm like, bragger. PK Maves, big brag as a Swiffer. I'm like, it's time, motherfucker. It ain't the Swiffer. Anybody can buy a Swiffer. You take all those little toys and have them falling over. It's the time, homie.
Dude, I was gonna say, just even if you had something that went quickly, it would still take you forever. You know what I mean? Yikes.
And what a
That was
guy, dude.
sick though,
I
dude.
knew all day, like my heart was just kind of like JazzWizzard is gonna be a hoot. It's gonna be so much fun. I just want to see that dude. He's a blast. And then it just even better than I could have ever imagined, man. What
Oh,
a
dude.
friggin' gem. Holy cow.
Man, that was awesome, dude. That was really awesome. You're right, dude. What a great freaking dude, man. Dude, I knew I liked jazz right away, man, when I met that dude. And he just turned out, he was like he was just another dude who wasn't a maker and just collected stuff. And man, dude.
Now,
Dude, what's
I'll
up?
admit it. Yeah, because we're gonna be flying probably pretty fast now this next little bit. I've
Yeah,
got names probably pulled into a wheel. So anybody,
cool.
if you haven't spoken up or if you spoke at the very beginning of the show, I might have missed you. Please chime in if you get a chance. If you'd like to win anything that's going away today, I know that you have that sick ass JazzWiz Fig piece, and I've also got some of the Acid 9 stuff to go over as well. So we can hopefully get
Nice.
2 quickies that'll go out there tonight. Stormaco, did I get that right? No, Street Fight SPDX. I missed reaching out to you, man. So don't let me forget after the show. I need to get the address for that because I missed getting him this week.
Oh,
Reaching out to
yes,
him.
no problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I know you've got that address too. But you want to do some unboxings?
I can do that. I was just gonna say, I don't know. It'll come back to me. Next up, so I'll go with Kajiki. Kajiki I'm gonna show too because there was the one drop that he did, and then I have a scraps piece from him. This is the drop piece that he did. I think we kind of sort of brought that up on the show the other night. I think we were looking around his feed and saw this
Sorry.
one. Yeah.
I was distracted, and then you just pulled it. That's gorgeous, homie. Fuck.
Oh, dude. Yeah. It's a good one. So it's 2 points magnetic articulation in the arms, always super, super clean. That red, I mean, a red 5.5 is something I don't really have very many of, but the wash on it is sick. The look of it is sick. You can see there's some many faces with a skull on the inside there. Dope, man. Super sick from Kajiki. Dope. 5.5 scale. Nice big feet for the bass, man. Super sick.
You'd know this too. Kajiki, I think, uses identical magnets as IL-9. They're that little bit wider.
Yeah, they're fatties, but they're so clean, dude. I mean, they're set in there so perfect.
Well, and actually, that's what I was thinking. They're wider, but they actually seem like a nicer magnet than I've purchased personally. They're a nicer magnet, I think.
Love it. You know what I mean? Bam. I just remember what I was going to say. What I was going to say was I don't have the Jimmy Folklore piece with me. He's actually, I do have that picture that he sent because he was generous enough to say, hey, man, I'll just ship it from my house. Doesn't make sense to send it to you and then you ship it out. So thank you for that. But that's what's going on there. Kajiki, boom. Next Kajiki piece is, was one of the scraps pieces. And this one, it's got this super, super sick glow on the face. I'll try to juice them up real quick. And it's really sick though, man. Now this dude is static. No articulation on him at all, but dude, I love the scale. The scale's like, I mean, compared next to the 5.5, you can see he's a little bit taller. I'd say maybe like around, maybe 5 inches, not quite 5.5. But sick one, man. Again, with the wash on it, really bringing out the detail. And then there's some really cool paint work on there too. But love that face that he did. And this, as far as the scraps that he used, I'm not quite sure, man. I didn't really ask. But beauty. There we go, man. Kajiki. General Porpoise.
You have a general porpoise piece sitting there?
Oh, yes, I do.
Scraps or psychedelic?
Both. Man, dude. And this one is, the UV on it is crazy. I mean, you know, you can't really see it in here because it's like ultra bright. But man, the work that he put in on this thing is just nuts, dude. I mean, there's a piece on the inside that actually, you know, articulates that mouth. And that's all handmade by him too. The tusks, the pour on that is crazy, dude. If anybody has any of those General Porpoise UVP swirls like that, this is the exact same way. But mouth opens, bam. And it's a beast, man. Articulation on the tail as well. Hollow body. Articulation in the neck. Moves like that as well. And opens. But man, sicky one right there. Love that one from the port. There was this one, and then somebody else also, there was an all pink one. Somebody snagged that one as well.
One fake name has the all pink.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
That dude's getting a good collection. Stormico Station is starting to be brewing up a good old collection. Who got the LM9 on scraps recently?
Von Fake Name.
Mm. Yeah, dude, they're getting good collections. That piece is fucking astounding, homie. And dude,
Yeah.
porpoises, like, look at that rainbow happening. I don't know if you can see it in the pour, but like near the belly, there's almost a rainbow happening with the colors.
There is. Yeah, there is right there, man. And like I said, dude, even under the UV, I'll have to post some pictures of it, but with the UV on it, it's even better. It like this, just showing it right here, obviously doesn't do it justice, but and dude, and the trunk, you know, this part of the trunk, there's articulation in this part of the trunk as well, man. You know, it's crazy. So you actually have 3 points of articulation. You have the trunk, the jaw, and then the neck.
Such an impressive fucking piece, man. Porpoise
all
is
handmade.
Stupid, dude. Oh, prove it. You can't
All
prove
handmade.
it. I don't think he shared process pics. I mean, he might have a factory.
It's very possible. Here's one of the scraps pieces. Now, he made a nice little collection of scraps pieces, but dude, I had to grab this guy right here. I'm sorry, it's not even a guy. It's a clever girl. You know, bottom half with the arms. But that head right there, I'm not quite sure where that head came from, Brett. You'll have to let us know on that. But the look on that, man, is just, I don't know what it is about that does it for me, but you know, pretty much everything.
The name for that one was good too. It was like the Beckoner or something like that, or like the
yeah. And you're right, dude. I should have
classic.
So good. Damn.
Those two really good pieces. Does that one have any UV or glow to it at all?
You know what, man? Great question. Oh, yes, indeed. So there is some good UV on the arms and on the head there. Oh man, there's some really cool. Yeah. It's like a blue. It's like a UV blue. Damn, that's fresh, dude. The arms and the arms look ghostly. You know what I mean? Because they're clear, but it's like clear with a UV in them. That's really sick, man. Love that one.
Dude, we have seen some fucking plastic tonight.
Dude,
sorry.
You ain't seen nothing yet, bud.
Oh, you're saving the best for last or something?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to do a quick spin for the Acid 9 stuff real
Let's
fast?
do it. Let's
Solid,
do
man.
it.
You guys
Yes.
have had plenty of time this evening. We've given you a lot of warnings. If you haven't let me know you're in there yet, I'm going to pull it up. There's about a 2-minute delay according to JazzWizzard, but not a chance in hell am I going to wait 2 minutes for all of you to chime in. So, if you would like these beautifully donated pieces by Daniel Antill, aka Acid 9 Toys, I'm also going to get this little guy in that same box there for you. Hand-painted pieces. I believe they're 3D printed, but they're a resin 3D printed. The layer lines look absolutely clean on them, man. They're sharp figures, dudes. So please, guys, let me know that. I'm also going to definitely, I'm going to write it down before I forget. I need that. You know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking last week's. I need their fucking address, and I don't want to forget it. So sharing screen, we've got that wheel pulled up, reading it off in order. We've got Folklorian, Johnny Marbles, PK Mates, Bliss Receptor, Bootleg, Toyko, Yakamuk, DT O'Keefe, Dre Azays, Colin Hasbin, Zyma Porpoise Suzuki, Pocket Salsa, Street Fight SPDX, Mr. Ordinary, Ocular Omnus, Nim Studios, Carolina Cool Cat, Slightly Adrift, Stormical Station, Bliss Receptor, Skilled One, Mothman Republic, Fletcher Sanovic, Hello Radical, Worst Villain Ever, Janice Rue, Resin Blood, Death and Storm Bond, fake name Uncle Spank. If you did not hear your name, please speak up. I will get that on in there for you guys. We're running on that clock though. Looks like it. Carolina, is there a Death Knight PK? Yes, so that's what I'm not entirely sure of. I'll even pull it out of I didn't want to take them out of the containers, but whatever, you know. But Carolina Cool Cat, you will know better than anybody because unfortunately on the card it did say they're Knights of the Slice bootlegs. Bliss Receptor, thank you very much for the honesty, homie. Hope you're doing well, dude. Chin up, head down. Eating that moss, eating the elephant, one bite at a time. Oh, Pocket Salsa, what up? Slightly Adrift, you are on there. Dylan Clement, you bet, homie. I'm so sorry about that, dude. And Rec Shop Resin, you bet you will be going on there. Good old Rec Shop. Bring me to the Rec Shop. Oh, Baba Drock, yes, I'm so sorry, dude. See, dudes, I'll admit, it's not that I missed you guys earlier. It's that I was enjoying JazzWizzard's interview for a good like 45 minutes to an hour before I went, oh shit, and then just started just firing names into the into the wheel. Baba Drock getting you, homie. Dude, also is super lovely to see all your pieces over in JazzWizzard's collection there. Any of you dudes showed up in that JazzWiz collection. Always so fun seeing the homies in there. Oh, that guy's got a wild collection.
It's something, man. That it's for sure, dude. That was so cool to look at just visually. I think all of us, we all have something in us that really just loves that eye candy, just over and over and over again, dude. It's like visual overload, man. It is so sick. God,
some of those pieces, like they truly and honestly looked almost like modern day bootlegs. Or customs or indie art pieces, Kelly Wade, you bet. And meanwhile, they're like 50, 60 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that was nuts, dude. I know dude had a collection, but I had no idea of what we were about to see.
Alrighty. We've got in there. I think everybody had plenty of time. There looks like only about 2 of you are missing, so we're spinning that wheel. Oh, I should have put Jazz on the wheel. My apologies, Jazz. I forgot to put you on the wheel because I'm a fool. DT O'Keefe.
DT O'Keefe.
Dude, also, real nice seeing DT O'Keefe in the house the last couple of weeks. I think it's been maybe the last 2, maybe 3 weeks we've had him kind of... Dude, it had been a while before that, and it's just really nice to see that. Resin Blood, I feel like we have you in there. It can spin till there's only one name. There you go. Yeah. Sorry, man. So, I was just saying something there. DT O'Keefe. B, do you have DT O'Keefe's address by chance?
I do.
Beautiful.
Sir.
So after the show, I won't even bug those guys. I'll bug you for both those addresses. So that means that DT O'Keefe is getting this beautiful toy coming in from Acid 9 and Street Fight SPDX, homie. I will make sure to get that box actually out to you this week. Boom.
Dude, speaking of collections, DT O'Keefe, man, I don't know if we'll ever see that collection, but I know just from talking to him and seeing him claim different stuff that I know that dude's probably got a absolute mind-bending collection as well. I mean, I'm still tripping off the one that we just saw from Jazz. Holy shit, dude. But dude, there's a lot of people out there that have amazing collections, dude. And I know that's something that we want to do more of, is have collectors on. If anybody wants to show off their collection, please reach out and let us know, man. We'd love to have you on and do that exact same thing that we just did with Jazz, if you're willing to do it. Anyways, God, dude, that was super, super sick.
I don't even know how to explain how badly sometimes when like, dude, that was a place that, like, when we were joking about doing a tour of the house, yes, I would like to. I would, dude, if I am ever down in the Kentucky area visiting One Trick Pony and Hano Doom or E2K, abso-freaking-lutely, I would, like, homie, and your little poochies coming around at you, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. All right, B, dude, you got some more toys to open up.
I do. And I think he said that he's like, I think Lexington is about an hour south, I believe is what he said, of Covington, where E2K is. So, but it's right there, dude. I mean, can you imagine going to JazzWizzard's house and then just shooting up the road to E2K all in one day? Talk about freaking overload.
Resin Blood ended up getting a fatty Hurt Toys package this week, dude. You even mentioned you were like, it was so fun. And then as soon as I saw Hurt, it was like, well, yeah, no shit, that was probably a banger.
That was a fun package to send from Eddie. So this is a Jevaho Creations 5.5 right here. Boom. I have not opened this dude yet, but this is Jevaho Creations, man. If anybody has any work by him, in my opinion, and I think probably a lot of people's opinion, one of the best 5.5 guys out there. He made every single piece on here. And it's sick, dude. I think what really got me on this one was the colors. It's kind of like a green and gold, which I love. It's more like a turquoise, but then the silver, the scare glow head. But yeah, all handmade from Jevaho.
Dude, do you plan on popping that ever? I'm not even asking for now, but yeah okay.
Yeah.
It looks so much bigger. There's something about the way that's sitting in that bag that it looks way bigger than a 5.5, dude. That's a beast.
I have a nice little Jevaho collection that I definitely want to put this dude with him. But Jevaho, I think he does claim drops pretty regularly, you know what I mean? And some of them get snapped up really quick. Some of them stay around for a little while. So you definitely have a chance to do them. They do come from overseas. And so there's a little bit on the shipping there, but dude, in my opinion, very, very worth it, dude. I think this is worth every penny. I think everything he does is worth every penny. Jevaho Creations, man, if you're not following him, get it on the ball. You are missing out big time. Boom.
I don't think I'd ever seen. How many Jevaho do you think you have at this point?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Don't.
And you know what, dude? And you know what? I have another one coming from him in the mail that I just remembered. That scraps piece, that big gorilla smoking the blunt. I snagged that up, dude. That's a great one. I'm like, oh, I gotta have that.
I snagged that up, dude.
Dude, it's so different. You know what I mean? And that's what I was gonna say is like all his 5.5s. Almost everyone that I have they're all very, very different. I mean, there's a couple with the Skeletor head or Scareglow head, but the other ones are like the Halloween one that I have is that one's just like completely, it's different than all the other ones.
Dude, you have a pretty rad orange and black collection, whether you intended to or not, between some of your toy pieces and the Jevaho pieces, and I'm sure many more.
And I hate orange and black, dude. I am not an orange and black fan for whatever reason. I love Halloween, but just orange and black together, not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah. But you're right, dude. There is a lot of really cool orange and black pieces. That's for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. Okay. Are you going
to last two?
Lay them on us.
Okay. Or you want to do something else?
No, I'll be honest. We're going to speed race through tabs after you open. And then fucking unbox, and then dude.
I'll get through these really quick.
Do it.
These ones both don't deserve to be gone through really quick, but they're going to be this one.
Don't go through them quick. Take your time.
Well, I'm just saying this one. I think we could probably do a whole show on, man. The Terrible Toy Works. This is the latest piece there. We could go in, all day about the packaging. And here's just some of it right here. So this one was a Terrible Toy Works and Reese O'Brien collab. It does come with a little scroll with a story on it. If you have any Terrible Toy Works pieces, dude, it is an absolute treat to open these things. This is the inside of the box. He came wrapped in this little bag right here, which is sick. This is just the packaging. Now the box was black with black packing and stuff like that. Very, very cool. And then there's the piece right there, man. Zimico, thanks for coming in, my dude. And that is the piece, man. That is this is the stand that came with it. And what's cool about these stands is there's one with every figure that they do or every release, and they're always different. This one I'd say is the largest one that I've seen so far, but then again, I don't have anything close to all of them. Bam. It's so good, dude. It's like, I don't know, man. They're just so good. Every single one of them, they're on another level, man. This is like next level shit.
Dude, I think one of the things that's really hard for maybe a lot of folks to maybe, and maybe you guys don't give a shit, and that's cool too, that bone white in that ghost, because bone isn't white. Bone has a lot of like this weird like yellowing hues to it and stuff, and then sitting
Right.
that weird dirty blacky gold. Like I don't know if they put a black wash on there or what, but you can even see like that goldy has like a darkness to it, man, in between those legs and stuff. Like,
Dude, seen it in person, what I would have to describe that is almost like a smoky light brown. Something like that, dude. Like you said, dude, the bone is a color, and it looks like the double cast skeleton on the inside probably does have a wash on it at some parts. And then, oh my God, dude, it's just.
and the face on that is gorgeous, man. Yeah. Oh, fuck, the little eyeballs. Get out of here.
Yeah. Terrible Toy Works, man. I feel like every one of those is a grail, man. Like they're so damn good. And then last thing I got for the night, man. Speaking of the big winner that we just had, Mr. O'Keefe from Phantom Lake. Now, I hope he doesn't trip when he sees this, because I did take it out of the cellophane because for good reason. I'm just getting ready to frame this. But this is the psychedelic show piece, and it is on the acid tab paper. The UV on this thing is crazy. It's kind of hard to see on here, of course, but
We can basically see it light and then go.
yeah. It's awesome though, man. It's a really, really cool piece. It does have it came on a black backer, kind of, that's just slightly larger than the print itself. Yeah, Phantom Lake there at the bottom. Super sick. And this was an edition of 5. So there was 5 of these. Phantom Lake from O'Keefe. Give them a follow.
Gorgeous, man.
Big things coming up from them. I do want to show these stickers real quick, because these are
Yep.
large stickers there. Bam. Phantom Lake, that is sick. Bro, they get better. They get better. Look at this one. That is sick. Here's another really cool one, Phantom Lake. This one right here is super cool. Black and yellow again. And then this one, I love this one. It says Be Mine 1982. Phantom Lake loves you, XOXO. That one is awesome. So yeah, super impressive package from Phantom Lake, man. David O'Keefe. Give that account a follow, DT O'Keefe, if you want to see some really cool collector stuff. But also please give Phantom Lake Press a follow too. You're going to see some really cool shit coming out from that account. in the next year. I promise you that.
Well, I know I'm not gonna give any collaboration stuff they might be doing away, but I know they've been working with some real fucking dope people that I like, so I'm gonna be excited to see that stuff coming out. And
Homies.
I know, if anything, Phantom Lake is a little bit new to kind of getting some stuff posted online. So I know that sometimes I'm kind of bad at making sure to actually share the homies, but like homies chilling at 81 followers, and he's literally one of the dudes who chills with us in the chat. So I'm gonna make sure I drop that link right in there if you guys are cool with that. Boom. Is Som cool? Oh, so cool. There we go. Gem Not Geek. Boom. There you go. Dude. Oh, dudes. You know what? I think like gem is such a great word to use, dude, because you're hard as fuck while shining bright, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's that nice little kind of like you be fucking shine bright like a diamond, you know. Anyways, tab time.
You know what? O'Keefe says that it's a run of 5, but really each one has its own unique fluorescent color variant. That is sick, dude.
Well, and admittedly, even when I was looking at yours and I was watching the way, like, because when you went down near the bottom and you're seeing the way that, like, the reds and the yellows and the oranges are kind of sitting on each other, and that black is even kind of sitting almost as if it was kind of like, shit, dude, these don't look like a print, like just like a print, like they're it's meant to look almost like the acid is like into the paper, right? Just,
Yeah, absolutely.
How can we not, right? An episode of JazzWizzard, episode 69, you can't not touch on the fact that our Lord and Savior Zamiko has a drop happening every Friday, it seems. Get on over there. And, of course, Project 9 last Friday and Project 99 this Friday. There you go. I don't blame you, dude. You've been pumping out a lot of work every Friday. I don't know if Project 9 is the last Friday or not. We're going to hold you to it. We're going to have to see. All praise. And Pendragon, coming up with a new little sneak peek at an upcoming drop. Droid in a carded hammered metal. So if anybody likes those sick little backer pieces, man, that's definitely a unique, interesting little piece. If anybody does end up getting them one, I would personally say somehow seal that if it isn't. I would be really worried about that lifting off the metal, but it might be sealed. But I would probably seal it anyways because I'm over precautious. Enface, if anybody's not following Enface is typically somebody who's kind of all over the place. They're like a multimedia artist. They do a lot of different like drawing, illustrations. They do some casting. I think probably the most popular piece that most of us have seen are going to be these Chewbactopuses, and he's currently got a bunch of them for sale. He's just casted a whole bunch. Boom, 55. Oh, Ordinary Toys. I wanted to make sure we hopped over here because I know a lot of us had been looking at this guy here. He was actually really fucking nice. If you guys weren't here when Ordinary Toys came in, you should go check out that interview. The dude is probably one of the dopest cats you will ever friggin' meet. He's new to the scene, but busting out some solid shit. And we're seeing these pop up all over the place right now. Uncle Spank, I think, actually just ended up getting a couple of them. Boom. And actually,
Gonna be a drop of the watch for a drop of those Ronins as well.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm kind of bringing it up, is because in my brain, I'm kind of like, yo, I know that there hasn't been an official release date yet, but they're seeping out there, and they look, look at that fucking header card, man.
I know, bro. So good. Hand-drawn.
I know, hand-drawn, and look, oh, dude, Uncle Spank, you're so jokes, man. The way this folds over so that this bat part, like, homie, you're nuts, dude. And look at this thing.
So, man.
Like, dudes, honestly, if you're not following Ordinary Toys, get on that. Babadrock as well just ended up landing some solid ones. And in my opinion, Babadrock is a fantastic artist. If that dude is scooping something up from somebody, like, you know that, like, I don't know, maybe that's a poor way of putting it, but in my opinion, like, when a good artist is watching what somebody else puts out and wants to cop one of those, like, it's usually a pretty good statement on what the heck they're seeing.
Absolutely, man.
Gorgeous. Legion Toys. I know that they have a little bit of a higher following, but I wanted to point this out because you guys know I fucking love Swamp Thing. Babadrock. I don't know, Burial Boba, man. Thank you very much for making sure to send me this post that happened earlier on today. The first 10 soft vinyls of the Swamp Thing figure by Legion Toys he's doing a pre-order for 10 of them. Hit him up in the DMs if you would like to get in on that order. Trash Joy Studios, somebody that we all, B and I, generally really enjoy their work. They are currently busting out a whole bunch of new molds and working on stuff. So if you are somebody who is typically a fan of the Trash Joy Studio page, head on over there, keep an eye, because he is getting things casted for that kind of last of season drop. and that is a drop that is always fun. Personally, even if I'm not buying anything from his drops, I love seeing what everybody grabs because there's so much variety and so much going on that it's even just fun to see who grabbed what. It's a hoot and a holler.
Agreed, man. I love that little buffalo that he had. Holy smokes, dude. That's gonna sit right next to a freaking the little has-been collection, dude. That's gonna fit right in.
Dude, look
Very
at this
nice.
mold.
Yeah.
Man. You actually know coming across this toy page, man. Holy cow, 608 followers. Mosa Toys. Look at this little bastard.
Dude, thanks to Street Fight SPDX, my man comes through with the underground accounts on a weekly basis. Dude, like grinds them out. I don't know where he finds them, man, but thank you, man. He came through again.
Yeah, anybody, when you find these, I do generally try. If you find one, send it on over to the ToyzAlive account to the DMs, and usually we will try and grab those.
It's a great little header card on that too, man. Oh man, there's some good variants in there.
Even this is kind of fun. The print on a pillow for it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. Fun sculpt. Very fun sculpt. Anyway, sorry. We love Fitco. This is gonna be another one, but I'm assuming it came from your alley, but another maker,
Yes.
smaller size. Killer cool stuff, man. And sitting at that 570. Gashapon. Oh shit, there you go. Dude's rocking the Gashapons.
Yeah, dude. I like how he put his name at the top of that too. That was cool.
Is he doing metal? Or just silver? Oh, sorry about that. Deadpan Official actually just did a whole web drop fill up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the scale on these guys, but I like the fact that little skulls pop out and you can switch them.
I have one, and I think it's about there's different sizes, and yeah, see the one that I have, I think that's one of the smaller ones. The one that I have, I want to say is probably 5 inches, 6 inches, something like that.
Holy shit, dude. I'm not gonna lie, when you were talking about it, I kind of thought you were gonna go way smaller. And I was like, oh, okay,
No.
are they like a 1 or 2 inch piece?
No. I'll grab it real quick. It's right here. So up against a 3.75, you see it's way bigger. Yeah. But he makes different sizes of these. And so this is obviously the larger size, but I mean the pour on those, oh yeah, they're sweet, dude. And this one glowed like a MF or two, dude. Woo, big time. Anyways, Deadpan Official. Yeah, it's a good one. We'll take a look at that one another week because that's a newer one that I have as well.
Now, more horrific, I'm going to go with, part of the Making a Mutant team. So 3D Sculptor. What else are we sitting on here tonight? Oh, heck. Sorry, I'm coming across this one here, 905. It's actually going to be a Canadian artist that does a bunch of hand epoxy sculpted stuff, but they actually make them more kind of like marionette style.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks like yeah.
And like these have got to be pretty big, some of them. And then of course some smaller scale stuff. But yeah, sitting at 905. And I don't think they're casts. I think they're individually like epoxy sculpts.
Yeah. Yeah, they all look different. God, dude. Interesting look.
I did want to give a quick shout out Modulicious. I was actually fortunate enough to actually hit this booth up on, and I hope I didn't mention them last week, but I ended up hitting them up at Fan Expo. There's some Toronto artists, and they've got a whole bunch of works. If you guys aren't following Modulicious, hit them up. They do a whole bunch of like resin casted pours of old Star Wars pieces that they hollow out. They also do a whole bunch of different like kit bashes of them, busts. Jeff Maxfield, yo, this is an account that always catches me off guard, dude. I think we've pulled him up quite a few times because, again, Safubi's always really strange. You could have like a very small account following, and yet you've got a pile of fucking toys. If anybody isn't familiar with the Super Ultra Dino Pachis, go look them up. Like, this is basically like our modern day version of like a Nod or a Pachi of a Pachi. Carolina Cool Cat. We're looking at some pieces that are available out in the scene right now for under $30. If you go over to their store, they currently have some fleshy Keshi anchor fists for 18 USD. And I promise you, if you probably hit that guy up in the DMs, he would probably be very nice to get something else made for you as well. But I can't actually promise that. I don't know why I'm promising that. But maybe hit him up. Maybe he's got something nice for you. Pocket Salsa. We're looking at some pieces under $30. Check this out. We've got a scrap piece $20. Got another scrap piece here for the $50. We've got the mini Sliz Demons for $35. Minor Sliz Demons for $20. You've got painted Sliz Demons and a full Skeletor for $30. And you've got a whole bunch of mushroom scrap dudes. You've got some Pygmalion. You've got Pygmalion 2. Pygmalion might be one of the most terrifying episodes of King of the Hill ever. Pygmalion is also a very disgusting fucking story. Anyways, moving on around. MCCTX Toys. This dude trips me the hell out. He has a very small account following of 770. He seems to be hanging around a lot of times with the Glyos dudes. If he's not hanging out with the Glyos dudes, he's hanging out with this little clan here, the Double G Toy dudes. And for some reason, his work on his page is disgustingly cheap. $14. $14 for a clan of 5 homies. $9 for a little pile of 3 homies. $22 for a pile of this whole fucking clan right here. Bunch of
Dude, and he's been around. He's been around for a while. That green guy right there, I have that guy.
Yes, you do. Yes. So what I find trippy is, and actually, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure MCCTXT Toys potentially maybe does some of the sculpts for some of these Glyos dudes. Maybe he, I don't know where he falls in, but a lot of times when these guys do group drops with people, they almost got a color they're allowed to do. So he's clearly allowed like the Uzarian green on these. And he's got a lot of the Uzarian green on these. And then it seems that the orange is his main go-to. Because if you were to go to Double G Toys, he also has the Kaiju Big Battle series in his Double G purple. And then this October Toys OMFG series, this is actually an Eric Nilla piece right here. I know a lot of people think that Eric Nilla only flips. Eric Nilla does actually cast things as well. And a lot of times he'll actually cast Rojo Toy pieces. Rojo Toy typically doesn't do any casting. He does sculpting. And so what will end up happening is if he does a cool sculpt that somebody really likes, somebody can either commission Rojo Toys sometimes to do a really dope sculpt. Sometimes he just has a really dope sculpt and they say, hey man, why aren't we doing a drop of that? And they'll cast up a wave of that. There's our tabs. There's our accounts under 30. B opened some toys. JazzWizzard friggin' covered us from head to toe in the old JazzWizzy. Do we want to give away a JazzWizzard figure to all those who have been hanging around watching all this happen tonight?
Yes. Absolutely, dude. Let me just say, we powered through that, dude. We're just almost at 3 hours. That's pretty good, I think, for the content that we saw tonight. That was a lot of shit that we saw, man. One more time, thank you, Jazz, for coming in, dude. That was amazing, dude. That's going to be one of those ones where, you know, even weeks, months, years down the road, I'm going to say, you want to see a collection, hit up episode 69 of ToyzAlive and get your mop out, bro. Because, I mean, you know what I mean? Yikes.
Dude, that's one of those ones that, in my opinion, you know, I kind of made a joking story about it in my post here tonight, but in my opinion, like, that's actually what happened here, dudes. Like, that participation, that community, like, there's no reason that Fig Newtons should still be a fucking on-running joke this far into it, but it is because we all get it. We're all homies. We're all friends. It makes us feel like we're connected. I truly did get a chance to feel like I was hanging out with JazzWizzard tonight, man, and getting to see his home. And like, what a host. That's how I'll put it, man. What a fucking host, dude.
Yeah, and it was a good tour, man. Like, no camera problems. Everything was nice and steady. Again, dude, the passageways. I don't know what kind of maze that was, but that was. I mean, the amount of storage room is just amazing. Dude, all the records, and he said that's a tenth. That's a tenth of what he has in the house.
Man, imagine just our nice rainy day, sitting down in that corner where all the records and the CDs were in his dad's old gun rack that he's converted over to a shelf, and just reading a graphic novel, tunes playing, maybe just dusting a couple toys. Ah, sorry, man. That just
Mm.
that is one of those how like dudes like I shit you not, man. Like if I could once a year just fucking roll out a big old car mat. Everybody brings their favorite toys and we all just sit there for a moment, passing things around, checking things out, talk about things. Like that's how I want to play toys, man.
Dude, and like, you know, that seriously, that's almost like a little toy museum, right? Because everything is almost so complete, and the variety is so crazy that like just walking people through there, I think would just blow their minds,
I
you
don't
know.
I don't know about you and what Vassaville is like, but admittedly growing up, like I didn't have tons of my money. My family didn't have tons of money. If we went on a little trip, you know, most of the money was probably the gas and the snacks to be able to get there.
Mm.
And you'd get to a small town over or a township, and that was kind of the trip. But then you'd pop into their free museums, and it requires like a little donation, so it's kind of cheap to go.
Yeah,
That's kind of how it's laid out. That's what was so sick about it, man.
yeah,
Mats is kind of going. The mats are kind of what, or the carpets are kind of what direct you to the flow of the museum. The things are just kind of beautifully curated in this way where you get to now walk along and kind of see it all, how it's all done, and you just walk
yeah,
through and enjoy. But we just had a hell of a friggin' tour guide, yeah. And then
yeah,
it truly felt like I was a guest in his home, and he was just an exceptional host, man. I was
yeah.
want for naught.
There you go. Very nice.
Anything you want to get off
F-
your system or off your chest before we let these yahoos get out of here?
I don't think so. I do know this. I do know that next week we have all the way from Finland shotgun karaoke next week. I need to send you his logos. I have a nice display that we're going to show of his work. But we're going to get Tom on the show next week and see what's going down up in Finland. That'll be fun, man. Looking forward to him. He's got a lot of really cool work. A lot of it recently, you know, the droids, the bears. I mean, I'm looking at his work right now, man. It's clean
Super
AF, as the
bizarre.
kids say.
It's super
Yeah.
bizarre, almost turn of events. Not to almost talk about myself here for a second. Shotgun Karaoke was actually the very first person who ever reached out to me and said, "May I interview you? I would like to know more about the indie toy scene and stuff." And now here we are, probably about 3 years later. This guy who was just kind of into toys, was going to be writing some paper on toys, asking me questions about toys, is now a maker of the toy scene, coming on in to hang out with me and B to the J and talk about the toys
Yeah.
he's fucking making. What a world, man.
Yeah. It's going to be fun, man. Looking forward to that one.
Hey,
Looking
really quick,
forward to
because
that
I
one.
almost forgot, and you mentioned you didn't have a picture of it.
Boom. There it is.
There it is.
Woo.
Oh my, he's on fire.
Dude, the card is so good, man.
From back court.
Mm.
You're not catching any of these? Boom shakalaka? Do I need to go there?
Oh, what are you talking about? NBA Jam?
Okay, good.
Dude, here's a quick story about NBA Jam. I don't know if you've seen those arcade one-ups that they have, which is like the smaller arcade games, but I went to go look for one the other day and I ran across the NBA Jam one. Bro, they wanted $700 for that one. And there's other ones like the one with the Terminator gun, which is the one I'm probably going to get. That one, they had that one down to like $350. But the NBA Jam was $700. I'm like, ugh.
And you know what sucks about that is admittedly I had an NBA Jam emulator. Sucks. Sucks.
No
bro.
way.
Sucks.
Oh.
I shit you not, within like 5 minutes of playing it, I was like, this isn't NBA Jam at all. You know what I mean? You're just enraged being like this. Yeah, dude, no, it sucked.
I saw a little Instagram clip the other day of a guy, I think he was at some sort of Comic-Con or something like that. And the announcer, the guy who does that voice on NBA Jam was there. And he's right next to the dude doing all the things. It was sounded great, dude. It sounded just like it. I'm like, oh, that's amazing, dude. Voiceover people always trip me out, man. That's really cool.
That's a talent in of itself.
Yeah.
You cool if I pull up that wheel?
Let's spin it, dog.
Let's spin it and let these guys go. As always, guys, if you haven't been already put on the wheel, Hell Radical, I believe that you are on the wheel. I did catch you. Uncle Spank, Ocular Rumbus. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss you, homie. I shouldn't have. There you are. Boom. Alrighty, who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Dang, rip off. It's because the NBA Jam keeps selling. Get fucked for 700. I would love to get fucked for 700 bucks. Colin has been Jazz. Can I come up from base? All right, there we go, guys. Everybody has think. Yo, B hit up Eddie. Might maybe be able to. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
All right,
I was just reading that.
guys.
That'd be crazy.
I don't hear anybody chime in. I'm going to assume that we're probably good. Jazz has been added to the wheel. He has the opportunity of winning a Jazz. A Jazzy Jazz. That's just so like surreal, dude. That's so funny to me, man. Like, I'm gonna be a dick. Actually, I'm gonna be a dick here for a second. I promise you, there's not a dollar slice bootleg fucking toy out there in a series of like 5 or 10. And there's a JazzWizzard series figure out there, dude. And that's fucking rad as balls. And that just goes to show, like, you know, got a big old heart, you get a toy made out of you. Oh shit, dude. You're a legend, Jazzy. Alrighty.
Oh,
Spin in the
man.
wheel.
Let's do it. Who is
Oh,
it?
there
Dylan
it is. Going to
Clement.
Canada. Dylan Clement.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice, man.
bro.
Good win. A JazzWizzard
Good
piece.
win. Good win. Do you have
Nice.
Dylan Clement at all? Do we need to get Dylan Clement to reach out to us? Reach out to the toy show if you
I
haven't
have
yet,
that as
Dylan.
well. I have that as well.
B,
Yes,
the
sir.
keeper of Addies. He collects
Yes.
toys and addresses. Those are his
Which is
main loves.
which is kind of weird, but I do like to, when I send something out, usually what I do is I take a picture of the address as I send it out, but it just saves me, you know, from having to track somebody down again, you know.
That's exactly it, man.
Yeah.
All right, dude. We had a long night tonight. I know we've both had a long ass week. Everybody in the chat was fucking-tastic. You guys are always a hoot. You make my week something to look forward to. And no matter how tired I am on these days, man, I always know I'm going to feel better when I see you guys and you.
Absolutely, dude. Thanks for hanging in there, man. Like you said, get some sleep, dude. It's freaking midnight over there. We'll post tomorrow and then we'll regroup for next week, man.
Yeah, so, and also for anybody who's excited for this, and if you guys like the Reels at all, we're going to be kind of playing some catch-up games on Reels this next little bit. So we'll do a recap of some JazzWiz tour. We've also got some B to the J tour to catch up on. So if anybody actually had their pieces out there or missed seeing that tour, we're going to try and make sure I get a little recap of that in the next little bit. And of course, that Scraps recap as well. Want to try and sprinkle those out there for you guys to make sure that it's not all will just at once.
Yeah. Spread the word, man. Tell people to watch this episode. That was some really cool shit. I think there's a lot of people out there that would really dig. There's a lot of pieces in there, dude, that I've never seen before, like that somebody has. The Micronaut stuff. I mean, it's just like,
I sincerely thought potentially that unfortunately certain makers wouldn't be interested because it was more of a collector show here tonight, and there wouldn't be maybe some like knowledge to gain. And what's trippy, dude, is like that concurrent viewer number just started spiking as some fucked pieces started showing up in that collection. The concurrent views just started climbing as people were kind of like, wait, you're seeing what on what right now? And sliding over to kind of be like, what the hell? No word of lie, in my opinion, and I think you would agree. That is one of those houses, man, that like a Netflix show could pop through. And you could easily have like an hour-long professional crew still try and plot out the curation of that to film like the best parts and have people just like flabbergasted.
dude, I'll tell you what, man. I think everybody knows that Dead Boy has a outstanding collection. I mean, it is primo. That his collection was a 3-part series on YouTube. You can find it on there, done by Justice Curry. JazzWiz tops that, and I shit you not, dude. I mean, Dead Boy is definitely more bootleg, designer toy stuff, not stuff that you're going to find very much online or anything like that. But JazzWiz the stuff, just the visual, holy shit, for 2 hours was amazing, dude. That was great, man. The toys that made us, Jazz. Absolutely, dude.
No, the toys that made us Jizz.
Get Toyz the Cell on the line, man, and somebody start filming these. Like you said, dude, could you see? I could see a film crew going through there, and like a toy historian or Jazz or Jimmy Folklore going through there and just being like, I mean, you could spend hours in there, dude. We went through it pretty quick. All of that.
The reality, dude, we could like if imagine a show just digging out all the shit he goes, I don't have room for. All the Heelys, all the inbox secret origins, all the, like vintage civil.
And while the tour was freaking amazing and all that, dude, JazzWiz is like legit one of the best freaking dudes, man. I've had some really cool conversations with him. He's just a great human in general. He loves the scene. He loves his homies. He loves to support everybody. He has, I mean, the knack that dude has for writing. It's unbelievable, dude. You know what I mean? We've all seen his posts. They're crazy good. They're hilarious. He's really got a knack for writing. It's just, he's a great, great dude, man, with a stellar collection.
Dude, I think Suki was the only one that called it out, but we were all laughing when he was claiming that he was a little too short, so we had to point, and we're all just seeing a perfect bite out of a fucking Fig Newton, and the Fig Newton is acting as a pointer. It's like, Jazz, you're comedy gold. You imagine an episode with Tycho's Tacos, I Need Toys, and JazzWiz?
Oh, man. Comedy, dude, straight up comedy. And O'Keefe says some of those insane Healy pieces straight up, dude. I mean, I think it's kind of rare. I look at so many Healy pieces, and Jazz sent me a great article, man. If anybody wants to see that, hit me up. But it's an article, it's a thread from a long time ago with a bunch of Healy pieces. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I've never seen him before. And I don't know if maybe I just lost it in the conversation with him that he actually has one of those pieces. And then I see that again, I'm like, what is that? And he's like, oh, that's Healy. That's an older Healy piece. I'm just like, shit.
I
never
sent
seen
the
that.
thread to you. It was from like early 2000. I thought you'd get a kick out of it because I was trying to track down its heritage.
Man. And you know what, dude? In the 13 years of sobriety, dude, that's another thing. You know, that's proof to a lot of people that it can be done and it can be sustained. And that just in itself, dude, is, I think, super positive to a lot of people. I'm glad he shared that that portion of his life with us, because it's not an easy thing to share. I think anybody who's been through that knows that it's not the coolest thing to talk about sometimes, but it's inspirational. You know what I mean? When it's like that, and you see people that are on that path and that have done it for that long, dude. I mean, just that alone, toys aside, is legit, man. It's something that I think we all can, you know, take something away from that for sure.
And one, don't try and do this whole weird shit. Like, I don't want to be a burden on anybody, so I'm going to try and do it to myself. Like, we can't do that because then you're going to end up fucking drowning. So, like, unfortunately, if you're having a hard go, reach out to somebody if you can, you know. And something that has been happening recently that I am a huge fan of, because we all talk about how we don't have enough time, right? I am a smoker, so if you say, hey man, I'd love to have a little dart, I can step out for a cigarette. A cigarette is anywhere between 5 to 6 minutes. IG video calls or voice calls are pretty good these days. If you're like, hey man, you want a dart? There are tons of times lately I'm having like a 5-minute, 6-minute dart with somebody, and to keep us on track, we're literally then just kind of like, sorry dude, I've got to fuck off now. And we go once the dart's done. If that 5-minute check-in is what you need with a human being right now, game dude, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. JazzWiz says maybe he'll start a toy ASMR OnlyFans. You know what, dude? That, I think his tour can be broken up into a lot of like little chunky pieces, and they would get a ton of hits. And let me just back up real quick, dude. That's the shit that I love about you right there, man, is when you're so open to people saying, hey man, if you need to have a chat, hit me up. I'm available. You've done it to me before. I think that's something that should not go unnoticed, man. That is it's a noble thing to do, man. Just being available for somebody, whether you know them or not, dude. And we've had lots of conversations about that. And I think all of us amongst each other have all talked to each other sometimes when we don't know each other very much. And you know, that can be what helps somebody either get through the day or get through the month or whatever it is, or just get some shit off your chest. And maybe there's not people who, you know, who don't have somebody they can just go, you know, to their buddy's house across town, or can call up and say, hey man, what's up? You know, there's
my favorite when somebody says, hey Crumbs, dude, I just got a toy. Do you mind if I do an unboxing with you? And you're like, open it. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, that's how this show started. That's how this show started, dude. That exact same thing happened, dude. When you and I were talking, we were like, hey, you want to see this shit that I just got? Yeah, let's do it. Hey, that was fun. You want to do it again next week? Yeah, why not? 70 weeks later, here we are doing the same thing we did 70 weeks ago, but with much cooler people, of course. So good show, man. That was a blast. You know, there's episodes that stick out in my head. They're all great. I remember all of them, but there's some where you just like, fuck yeah, that was wild, man. That was sick. And that was one of them, dude.
I agree, man. Let's get the hell out of here, dude.
Let's go.